welcome to Washington, D.C. We got a concert going on here. Welcome to Washington, D.C. We're back at the significant dignitaries here because they got really tight security. There's a lot of Secret Service around here, so that's why I probably got a bit too close, but what a beautiful vantage point here. We got jets flying overhead from the airport, so we'll head up to the Lincoln Memorial. Thanks to anybody. We went over to Georgetown. We saw the steps, or the Exorcist steps there. We'll cut that out there. That was on TikTok. But here we're back at the Lincoln Memorial. We'll head up the stairs here. You see how they temporarily have wheelchair or ramp access here. And then we'll head up the stairs here. We'll check out the Lincoln Memorial here. Look at the concerts going on here. We got... And here we'll turn on it. I've been missing the chat there. John James, Denise, Shannon. Thanks everybody for tuning in there. Elena, Danny. Yeah, thanks everybody. Joe Ellen, Isaac. Yeah, thanks everybody for tuning in there. Your DC trip, high school trip with the band, that's good, yeah. Yeah, Christy, Joe Ellen, Michael. E. Purvis Bigley, yeah, we're Very lucky guy there. Thanks everybody. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, let's go up to, we were here earlier, but I want to see what it looks like in landscape here. We'll head up the stairs of the Lincoln Memorial here. They're doing construction because they're working on the bottom. They're adding a, here, this tells about it, the building in the basement. But here, there's the Washington Monument. You see where we're at here. A lot of people sitting on the steps here. And, let me get the gimbal going here. There we go. Lunch Bunch Special. Thanks for being on a little later than usual. I tried to hit my time, but you know, I had some lunch there, had to use the facilities, and I wanted to walk over here. Here's what they're building, a new Lincoln Memorial undercross. See, they're going to build underneath the, they'll have a bunch of interpretive stuff here. Here's where we're at here. There's the Washington Monument, the whole reflecting pool. If you go right here where they're standing, see where he's sitting there, there's I Have a Dream. That's where Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Give a Dream speech right there. 1963, which was the 100th anniversary there. The Emancipation Proclamation. And see, look, taking a nice picture there, sitting in front of the iconic spot there. We'll come back down and look at it there. Yeah, thanks for understanding there, John James. And you, I know you were on. A lot of people were on the earlier live. We had over 200,000 likes there. Just trying to get the gimbal straight here, so we'll head up the stairs here. We'll check out the, there it is, the Lincoln Memorial there, Washington, D.C. Yeah, look at that. So I'll kind of be quiet and reverent when we're in here because I don't want to be the loud live streamer talking over everybody else here. But yeah, Lincoln Memorial here. Thanks for how nice that looks there. Yeah, Honest Abe there. See, look, it says, in this temple as in the hearts of people for whom he saved the Union, the memory of Abraham Lincoln is enshrined forever. And then over to the side here, they have the words from the Gettysburg Address right there. And then there's this amazing mosaic at the top there. Look at that. And if I zoom in, hold on one second here. We're using the second hand here. Let me turn off the chat there. We can zoom in. There you can see the 407 years ago. Read the whole thing there. Let me zoom back out here. But look at that amazing mural at the top there. Again, we're at the Lincoln Memorial here, Washington, D.C. Let me pan around here. There it is. The gimbal's giving me fits there. I think it might be kind of out of battery here, but here's the Lincoln Memorial here, Washington, D.C. Yeah, we're back. Adulting sucks. Thanks for all the good info, you and everybody else that helped guide me to the steps there for the Exorcist there. We were in Georgetown. Look at that amazing view. The concert's going on. We saw them setting up for the concert. At the beginning of the slide, we catch a little bit. There was some serious dignitaries there because I know the security was pretty tight and they were giving me the eye. So I got too close to filming the band there, but that's okay. The people just doing their job. There's the Lincoln Memorial here. Washington, D.C. We're having a good trip here. Yeah, people taking pictures there. And then if you look on this wall, this is "And with all nations," the second Abraham Lincoln inaugural address there. I think the beginning of 1865. Thanks for being a good audience there, Adulting and Shannon and John James and everybody else. So, since I did not get the Jefferson Memorial, and I've never gone and personally looked at the Jefferson Memorial myself, so I think it's about time. We'll take the time, we'll walk around the tidal pool. Along the way, I'll check out, there's a Korean War Memorial. Here's the mall. We'll check out this concert as we walk by. This concert's still going on. And there's the, I have a dream. See how they're looking at it there. You see right there, there's where Dr. Martin Luther King gave a speech right there. 1963, they're taking a picture of it. You see it's right there. I have a dream. And look at this amazing view, this vantage point here. Steps of the Lincoln Memorial. Yeah. Anita, Michael, Shannon, adulting sucks. I'm a big kid. I never grew up. Yeah, Mia, how you doing there? Everybody else there? FDR Memorial on the way to Jefferson. Good, yeah, we'll check out the FDR Memorial. So there's still all kinds of stuff to see. We'll catch out this. We'll catch this concert here. Hold on a second. Let me switch hands here. I'm still carrying a bag of goods. I know people say, rightly so, I should have brought a backpack. I do have a backpack, but there's a method to my madness here. We're charging up the other phone there, and there we'll head past this concert and we'll head towards the Jefferson Memorial, the tidal pool, the Korean Memorial, and the FDR. Earlier we saw the. Here, I'll stop talking so you hear this concert. Yeah, grand finale. Yeah. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Standing ovation for the band there. Yeah, good job. Yeah, we saw them a little bit earlier. Yeah, look at that. Very nice. Yeah, Lincoln Memorial. Nice dog. Wonderful band. Washington, D.C. Yeah, let's get a picture of this nice band in their uniform here. Maybe they're going to play another song. Oh, they're putting their hats on. They look really nice with their tassels and their uniform there. Look at the amazing band there. I almost walked into the tidal pool. There's the Washington Monument. I feel like Forrest Gump here. Where's Jenny? Here's the look at that on the steps of the Lincoln Monument here. They got this band playing there, and they had some. Yeah, there's some dignitaries, some visiting diplomats or something here. There's always something going on here in Washington, D.C. Very nice here. So yeah, let's keep on cruising here. Thanks for checking out, and we'll go over to the Korean War Memorial over here. I see the statues already, and we'll hit the FDR on our way to the Jefferson Memorial, and then we'll head up, and maybe we'll go back up to the White House. We'll go across the mall there, and we'll film here for. It'll probably take us at least a half an hour to get down to the Jefferson Memorial there. That's why I took my time getting back from Georgetown. That was great there, checking out the beautiful walkable streets of Georgetown there, the Exorcist steps and nice housing, Halloween decorations. We saw some cool stuff there. Here, I'm missing the chat here. Hold on a second here. Hey, there, the Washington Monument. I just wanted to get some nice footage here for YouTube. And yeah, let's head over to the Korean War Memorial here. Of course, the Vietnam War Memorial, we saw it this morning on TikTok. We talked to the veteran there, handing out pins from Walter Reed Hospital there, and I'll show that footage to my father. Of course, he has mixed feelings about he was drafted in the war, and bittersweet memories of that period of American history. He went into 67, came out in 71. He was like, what happened? The whole country shifted, and the guy we talked to today knew what it was too. It wasn't a popular war. He wasn't greeted with as a hero's return when he came back. Hippies called him baby killer, and you know, and people were asked to make some possible decisions that were subject to the draft. And but here, Australia, Belgium, Canada, all the the Korean War was part of the United Nations. You know, one of the first official United Nations acts to try to stop China from controlling all of Asia. And you know, that's why we ended up, it's never been resolved. We have the armistice, North Korea, South Korea, the demilitarized zone. It's still technically, that war is still going on. The Korean War goes back to Truman and Eisenhower. Eisenhower said, I'd go to Korea. That's kind of largely why Eisenhower was elected. They thought a World War II general could, but you got to, you know, they just ended up having an armistice and delay. The CIA got involved. Here's the Korean War Memorial here in Washington, D.C. These great statues here. You ever see MASH? Watch the original MASH movie. It's more, to me, interesting than the show. And look at the interesting difference. Yeah, they got this wall with people's faces on it. They got a water feature here. They got the names around here. The Korean War Memorial here. Let's look at some of the faces, the images of all the people down this wall here. Look at that, tanks and. Looks great on the flat screen. Hey, Michael, that's good. Isn't it nice? 720p. You can show it up on, throw it up on the flat screen. We're seeing all kinds of good footage here from Washington, D.C. Thanks for being part of these lives, both on TikTok and YouTube. Thanks for your support, you and everybody else. I really appreciate it. And I told you I thought I would surprise people by going to a major East Coast city. I think people kind of figured out it would end up be Washington, D.C. And what a photogenic city to live stream from, because there's so many monuments and memorials. And even Georgetown, we went along the Potomac there. There's a nice river walk. Georgetown is beautiful, as is other areas of DC. We haven't even gotten to the eastern areas east of the Capitol, which are residential, beautiful housing there too. And there's some transit lines at grade. There's of course the metro subway system. So many places to explore. So let's go down to the Tidal Basin, and I'm going to head towards the FDR. Let me check my other phone here. Let me make sure I'm heading the right direction. Dalton sucks. I know that you know where the FDR Memorial is. There's some construction here. You might be able to assist me with going in the right direction here. Hold on one second here. Let me hit the maps here. So let's see where we're at here. Hold on one second here. I'm checking my other phone here. So we see where we might as well, you know, I'll go by the Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial again, so even though we've covered it already. Let me see if I can find the FDR Memorial here. Let's see. Oops, hold on. There, West Basin. Okay, good. I see where it's at. It's pretty big. So yeah, that'll be perfect. So we'll go to the MLK And let's go by the horses again. Let's see if the horses are out. There's a wonderful, let me make sure this phone's charging here. Hold on 1 second here. Come on, it's not charging. Why is it not charging? Let's see here. The plug must have got pulled out here. Hold on 1 second. Let me see. I got the plug. I must be plugging in the wrong plug here. I got too much stuff in the bag here. There we go. So there it is. Okay, we're in here. Hit that. Maybe my backup battery's out of juice here. I think that must be what the case is. My backup battery is lost enough charge that I can't power my peripherals anymore here. But hey, we'll keep on walking. We'll go past these horse stables here. Let me make sure it's not just a function of this here. Yeah, thanks to Adulting Sucks there. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping out there. So yeah, it looks like my backup battery is out of juice here. So I have to charge up my backup battery. I didn't think I would have to do that. So, okay, well, we'll keep on trucking here. We'll stay as long as we can here on YouTube. The good thing about YouTube is it takes less battery for the YouTube. So here, yeah, let's head by the horses here. Thanks for bearing with me here. We saw this earlier, but we'll see the horses here. They'll look better in landscape. I can fit in the whole horse, and we'll see little glimpses of the Washington Monument. These are the horses used by the Capitol Police that patrol the mall area here on horseback, and part of the Park Service. The National Park Service controls this whole area here. But yeah, the fall colors are nice. Look at the trees. Yeah, we're fine. Those trees have lost their leaves. There's the horses here. And yeah, we got 86 batteries, so hey, we'll keep going here on YouTube, and we'll keep this thing going here. Michael's Unite. Yeah, Isaac and Michael and Mia, and yeah, thanks Adulting Sucks. Thanks for helping out with the directions there. How you doing there, horse? Yeah, what do you say? You got the blinders on there. They got, yeah, you got the gnats. How you doing there? You smell me? Yeah, that's a stinky man. He's been walking around all day. Here's Home for Horses. See, they got this flip book. You can flip through all the names of the horses here. Oh, that's some nice horses there. Chief and Cleo. Hey, it looks like there's, oh, they're grooming some. They're grooming some in there. Yeah, you see they're grooming that white horse. There's the police there. Oops, hold on a second there. Look, they're grooming the horses. Yeah, the police horses get nice care there. Sure, the horse that feels good there. The other horses are like, do us next. We're ready to get groomed there. They're jealous. Yeah. D. Michael and Michael. Yeah, so you got so yeah, we'll head through this forest here. We'll go over to the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue. There's a World War I memorial here. We went through the World War II earlier. We might catch that once we go around the Jefferson Memorial. I want to catch the Jefferson Memorial here. We got 2:41 Eastern Time. Here comes the horse. How you doing? You got your nice stables there. How you doing there, horse? Yeah. Seeing horses in Washington, D.C. Very nice. So we'll head under the rustling leaves here. We'll head over to the Tidal Basin. Yeah, we'll check out the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue, and we'll check out the FDR Memorial Park there on our way to Jefferson Memorial. Go around the Tidal Basin. That's always an amazing place to go around in springtime when the cherry trees are blooming. But we're here in the fall, so hopefully it'll look nice with fall colors. And, there it is. Yeah, this is the right place here. So we'll cross this busy street here. Straight 200,000 likes there on TikTok. Thanks again for everybody else for all the gifts and taps and likes and follow. Yeah, we got a lot of footage. I got a lot of footage to work on, cutting out good clips, including the Exorcist steps. Thanks again to everybody for helping me out find those, and the Exorcist house. It was right behind me. I was like, duh, I was looking right at it, and I was like, here, we'll cross here. Yeah, we can go here. How you doing? The flow of the traffic never ends, the endless flow. Hey, we're going. Jaywalking. Hey, the light just changed, so I just got a head start. Here, Martin Luther King Jr. Memorial. We were here earlier, so let's catch it again here. Then we'll go over. We started at the Lincoln Memorial. Saw the band there. Went through the Korean Memorial. Now we'll go to. Look at this. Yeah, this stone. Thanks for the good information before that. We'll see the back of it. This piece of stone that was cut out here, and the wonderful image of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. there coming out of the rock face there, just like Mount Rushmore, but it's in Washington D.C. here. There, and you can see the Jefferson Memorial there in the back. So look at this beautiful view out of a mountain of despair, a stone of hope. This is the, yeah, look, they're taking a nice group photo there in front of the Jefferson Memorial there. Let's zoom in there. Hold on, let's get that. That looks nice. Get the nice group there with the Jefferson Memorial there in the background. Yeah, look at that. A lot of group photos. We see a lot of field trips. Large groups on buses here taking photos, and look, we'll swing around here. So there's the Jefferson Memorial. There's the time. Yeah. Very nice. So there it is. Here's the. Let me zoom out here. Let me get his head there. There it is, Dr. Martin Luther King. Let's pan out here. There it is. Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue here. Yeah, thanks. How's it going there, May? Thanks for tuning in there. Everybody else there? Yeah, Mia. Yeah, Abraham, Martin, and John. We got it all. Yeah, where's Martin at? I don't know. The Transformers, yeah. The doctor lives there is giving a well-known residence to Georgetown the finger. What, they don't like it? I thought it was pretty good. I thought those were nice sculptures, yeah. It's good there. So here's the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. statue here. They got all the quotes and everything here. You got the pigeons. There, look at this water. So the water, was the water on the last time we were here? I think the water was on. Like, they got all these quotes there. And yeah, they're taking a nice group photo there. Look how nice it looks from the side. Here we can see it with the sun hitting the other way there. Yeah, thanks, May. Thanks for tuning in to Washington D.C., our nation's capital here. Yeah. And so I don't want to photobomb their photos, so we'll go in front of them and we'll. When you leave tonight, sit on the right side facing south. You'll be able to see the monument. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I'll do that for the train. Look at this nice photo here. Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, there he is, Dr. Martin Luther King. Beautiful monument here. Thanks for tuning in, Washington, D.C. Yeah, there's a tour going on right there. I should go on that tour. Okay, so we'll head over here this way towards the FDR. We'll head towards, I think there's a bridge where we can get across to the Jefferson Memorial here. Yeah, this is the Tidal Basin. This is one of, there's several tidal basins. This is the one by the Jefferson Memorial. It has all the cherry blossoms in springtime. And yeah, I want to check out this FDR Memorial here. Well, I know I went the wrong way there. I should have went this way. I want to go along the water here. So excuse me while we go through the trees here. Hey Diane, how's it going? Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Washington, D.C. There's the Jefferson Memorial. There's the Washington Monument. There's the Smithsonian. And hey, there's some black swans. Is that a black swan? Something that just went in the water there. Here, we'll walk along. I got to watch where I'm walking so I don't walk in the water. That's a plane you hear. There's a plane, a lot of airplanes flying over all the time. We're going to head over towards the Jefferson Memorial there. You can see the Washington Monument with the Jefferson there. Hey Johnny, how you doing there? Thanks for tuning in here. Welcome to Washington, D.C. Yeah. So it's going to take me a while to get over there, but, you know, we'll just do a nice pastoral stroll. If you got something else to do, come back however long you think it's going to take me to get over there. And here's people jogging. Got some benches. I'm liking Washington, D.C. I know I'm just being a tourist, seeing the tourist stuff, but it's nice you can just take the train here. Yeah, spectacular view. Thanks, FLW. Yeah, let's check out this FDR, Franklin Delano Roosevelt monument over here. Yeah, very pretty. Yeah, beautiful reflection. You see the reflection of the monument there. Look at that. We see the whole thing. I gotta see these cherry trees are leaning low, or whatever trees they are. Get the low bridges there. Look at the roots. Yeah, they got benches if I need to take a rest. We got plenty of benches here. Yeah, I'm a non-resident. Yeah, I'll give you the, you know, I was here in 1990. I was like 14 years old, and then I think we came back. I was here in the early 90s, like my high school period. And it was like a church youth group, just like these groups we see taking photos there. We went and did the Smithsonian's. We did tours of the Capitol and other buildings. We went to Mount Vernon and saw some other stuff. But here's some restrooms. So is this the FDR? And of course, okay, so here's some steps here. So there's a lot of fencing blocking stuff off. So sometimes you get corralled in by a fence. Yeah, there's some restrooms. There's public restrooms here. At least these monuments have public restrooms, which is nice. Sometimes, like in Georgetown, it's hard to find a public restroom because, you know, there's homeless and just some areas there aren't public restrooms, but at least in the mall area, at least around these monuments, if you look, there's public restrooms, like right there, managed by the National Park Service. Yeah, may have had more fun in 91. I know. I look back at the 90s with nostalgia. Here it is, the Franklin Delano Roosevelt Memorial. Here, thanks for pointing this out. Adulting, it sucks. Yeah, I didn't know this was here. There's the FDR Memorial here. It seems like there's some water features. Yeah, let's check this out on our way to the Jefferson Memorial here. Some nice public facilities here. Let's go to this water feature here. This water feature's calling my name. I got some statues. Men and nature must work hand in hand. The throwing out of balance of the resources nature throws out the balance in lives of men. I guess these are things that FDR said. Nothing to fear. We have nothing to fear but fear itself. There he is. Got a big waterfall here. Yeah, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. FDR, we were coming out of the Great Depression. Took us a long time. Some people argue if it wasn't for World War II, we might still be in that depression. There's the nice waterfall. FDR Memorial here, Washington, D.C. In these days of difficulty, we Americans everywhere must all choose the path of social justice, the path of faith, the path of hope, the path of love towards our fellow man. Freedom, freedom from want, freedom from need, freedom from fear, human rights. There he is in the motorcade there. FDR. That's interesting. Right here by the Tidal Basin, we got a FDR Memorial here. There's people waiting in a bread line. Look at these water features, amazing water features. Among American citizens, there should be no forgotten men and no forgotten races. Look at that. There you go. America forgot some of its races. I'm not joking about it. It's true. Let's see here. I see a third of a nation ill-housed, ill-clad, ill-nourished. The depths of the Great Depression. What a calamity that was. Both my great-grandparents on both sides, they lived through the Great Depression, which significantly impacted their lives, just as the World War II did. Second term, I never forget that I live in a house owned by all the American people. I mean, given their trust. Who said that? Donald Trump? No, FDR. Look at the radio there. Look at it. Hey, I kid. Hey, look, see people waiting in a bread line. The test of our progress is not whether we add more to the abundance of those who have much. It's whether we provide enough for those who have too little. Think about that. Great Depression. Yeah, it's my hillbilly Kentuckian grand had a really rough time. They were sharecroppers, got kicked off the land, basically became landless, just like the people, hobos, the Okies going to California just in search of any job just to get them through the week, you know. And it's time to extend planning to a wider field. In this instance, the comprehending one of the great projects many states directly concerned with the basin of our greatest rivers, the Tennessee Valley Authority. They dammed up all those lakes. That's still controversial. I know that provided a lot of electricity and jobs for an impoverished nation, impoverished area of the nation there, but in hindsight, those dams changed the whole ecosystem. And I argue everywhere there's a dam that covered up a Native American village, which there was, you know, all the Cherokee settlements, creeks and Yuchi. Look at all the, this is interesting. But they, you know, of course they already were gone. That's why just the archaeological sites were destroyed by the dams. It's all under the water there, like Deliverance. Yeah, FDR did the fireside chats. Yeah, at Michael Anderson, FDR. That's why they had that radio. People would know his voice. His voice loomed so large. And just like now with social media, they was the first president that people felt like they knew him because they heard his voice in their living rooms. And, you know, before that, the president was like this guy they just saw like on newsreels or newspaper, you know, unless you saw him in a speech. People would go to like Teddy Roosevelt speeches and, you know, back of trains and stuff like that. But brought mass media, the radio brought him into everybody's homes, the fireside chats there, FDR. We must scrupulously guard the civil rights and civil liberties of all citizens, whatever their background. We must remember that any oppression, any injustice, any hatred is a wedge designed to attack our civilization. Any hatred, is a wedge Words of FDR here. There he is. And we'll never have a president serve as long as he did, because they changed the term limits, which I argue they should have term limits for the Supreme Court, but I don't know who backs me up on that. Look at this nice waterfall here. I have seen war. I hate war. Yeah, of course we all do. Hopefully. Some people love war. There you seek to establish systems of government based upon the regimentation of all human beings by a handful of individual rulers. Call this a new order. It's not new and it's not order. That's he was talking against the fascists and the National Socialists and the totalitarians that fought in World War II that we defeated. And there's FDR. Look at his dog. Hey, he got a nice. Yeah, there he is. FDR. Yeah, this is a nice memorial. I like the water feature here. We have faith that future generations will know that here in the middle of the 20th century, there came a time when men of goodwill found a way to unite and produce a fight to destroy the forces of ignorance, intolerance, and slavery and war. That was World War II. More than an end to war, we want an end to the beginnings of all wars. Yeah, good luck. There's Eleanor Roosevelt. Yeah, they're look at those nice women there. They're taking a picture with Eleanor there. That's great. Look at that. Yeah, what a nice memorial there, Eleanor Roosevelt. And she was her own person. She gave many speeches, and she had to overcome social anxieties just like me and everybody else to become an eloquent public speaker. And she fought for many causes and for women's rights and for the rights of all humans. Here we go. Look at this. So here's the when FDR was laid to rest. Here the people marched behind his casket there. Unless peace that follows recognize that the whole world is one neighborhood and does justice to the whole human race, the germs of another world war will remain and a constant threat to mankind. Those words haunt us because we're heading into another active period of warfare. There's Eleanor Roosevelt. There she is. Yeah, Eleanor Roosevelt, first United States delegate to the United Nations. There she is, Eleanor Roosevelt. The structure of world peace cannot be the work of one man, one party, or one nation. It must be a peace which rests on the cooperative efforts of the whole world. The great ideals of the United Nations. Yeah, Lyons, Ohio, 6th, 7th grade. That's great. They flooded recreational lakes. Yeah, they flood. Yeah, a lot of that. It was considered economic development. They would flood for, boating and recreation and beaches and things like that. The TVA, the Tennessee Valley Authority, was supposed to be for flood control, because just like the flooding that we recently had in western North Carolina, they got a lot of floods before they did that, but it was also for hydroelectric and electricity generation in a historically impoverished area of our nation there, Appalachia. Here's the only limits to our realization of tomorrow will be our doubts of today. Let us move forward with a strong and active faith. It's pretty large. This is pretty large, the FDR Memorial here. So it's something to see along the way to the Jefferson Memorial. I'm glad they put it over here because it breaks up the walk here. This is good. Freedom speech, freedom from, here's his fundamental freedoms there. He did a major speech there before the war. We entered the war. Freedom of speech, freedom of worship, freedom from want, freedom from fear. The rights of man there, humankind. There it is. There's a map of the whole memorial here. Look how large it is. So it goes through his first, second, third, fourth term, restrooms, water features here. Franklin Delano Roosevelt with Eleanor. So we want to stay down here at the basin here, so we'll go this way. Yeah, give peace a chance. You got it. Kentucky and the Barkley Dam Lakes area. The amount of acres they took It's basically, you know, what they wanted to pay. Yeah, it was like a land grab. Yeah, you know, and then if you knew where the water was going to be, you could buy the land and sell it off for, you know, real estate there. Think of the Lake of the Ozarks, all that land that people sell on the side of the... So, of course, we ran into an obstacle. So hopefully I'll be able to get across here in some way. We're trying to get to the Jefferson Memorial. There's the Washington Memorial. Look at the nice reflection there. So what time we got here? 3:02. Okay, we're doing okay on time. I just have to be back at the train station before 7. So I think we'll make it. So here we'll head around. Look at this. What is this? It's a pagoda. May this pagoda symbolize the spirit of friendship between the United States of America and Japan. 1854. That's nice. That's when we opened up relations with Japan. Isn't that amazing here? The gift of friendship. This talks about the Japanese pagoda, 1957. So commemorated 1857 or 1854. And I'm sure it talks about the cherry blossoms, which were also a gift from Japan. And that all happened, I think, before the war. See, they're building some piers and stuff over here. So let's see what they're building here. Again, now I'm fenced off. I got to cross this fence somehow. You know, I didn't realize I was walking into a trap. There, we can walk straight out this way here. Daryl, how you doing here? Welcome to Washington, D.C. there. Yeah, I need to bring my water floaties. I need to get on a Swan there, one of those kayaks. And there were people kayaking the Potomac, or they had some crew boats. There was a big, long... I wasn't streaming when after I had my lunch there and I was sitting on a bench. There was a big, like Odyssey type dinner cruise boat going by there on the Potomac. It was really long. It's like a long dinner cruise boat. And yeah, hopefully we get through here. So they're building some more stuff here. Thanks for staying on here. We'll walk around. We'll check out the Jefferson Memorial there. Battery's down to 76%, so we're doing okay. Oh. Hey, we made it back to the path. Good. Thanks, Anna Marie there. The Tidal Basin floods anytime it rains, yeah, and it's like right at sea level too. Of course, hence the name, the Tidal Basin, affected by the moon there. But yeah, I mean, we'll see if the oceans start to rise. Washington D.C. is in a precarious spot, just like New Orleans and Miami, Florida, because it's right at sea level, and large areas like this are prone to flooding. And this crane's moving here. They're working on it. They got a construction site here. Look at the size of that crane. That's a large crane there. Look at that. So let's see what this is. Rebuilding the seawalls. Tidal Basin, West Potomac. That's what you're talking about. Rising sea levels. West Potomac. They're fixing the shore walls. See, they're repairing the shore walls. That's what that. And they got this pier that sticks out here. Good, we'll head around. We're heading through the Jefferson Memorial. There it is. Look, you can see the Capitol. Let's go over here. This is an interesting view. So look at this. So we got the look at that. So there's the Washington Monument. And then if I raise this, hold on one second here. Let me raise the stick here. Look at that. So we can look right to the Jefferson Memorial, right to the Capitol Dome, and then hang on one second here. Let's zoom in here. There we go. So if we go up above here, the focuses. There's the view I want. Look at that beautiful view to the Jefferson Memorial across the Tidal Basin, and there's the Capitol Dome, the Iron Dome there. Look how you can see both of those. We're across the Tidal Basin here over by the Potomac. We're looking towards the Jefferson Memorial there with the Capitol Dome in the background. Thanks for tuning in, Washington, D.C. There's the Washington Monument. There it is. Look at that. Good. So here, let's keep going here. Yeah, beautiful view. Yeah, chocolate pudding and graham crackers. You got it. There, they're working on it here. So we're getting closer. Make sure I didn't leave anything there. Okay, good. Yeah, it's good. I went over the fence. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Oh, you want a sample? That's good. Yeah, there's a lot of money washing around DC with funding. I know. It's just, I always argue money's based on debt. As long as they can create debt, you know, eventually we're going to have to pay the piper, but no one ever, so far, no one, you know, the debt just keeps getting bigger and bigger. I know since the pandemic now, our national debt is now rivals the percent of GDP after World War II, which is historically significant. But I think no offense, I know I'm not trying to pile on the baby boomers. I know you get enough flack as it is. And, but I think the baby boomers realize they're not going to have to pay it back because they're going to outlive it no matter how long it is. So they're going to live off of an everly increasing stock market, that stock buybacks. And, you know, Carl Icahn won the day. The suspenders of Wall Street crowd ended up being the smartest people in the room, and they're filthy rich, and we'll never be able to catch up to them. So all we get is inflation. But look at the beautiful view to the Washington Monument. Here, we'll see it better once we get past this fencing. That's what they're looking at. They're taking some pictures there. There's a nice view where there's the Potomac River. So that's the bridges to Virginia that goes down. That's the Pentagon. The Pentagon's down that way, and Pentagon City. And look at that nice view to the Washington Monument, the Jefferson Memorial. That's where we're heading here. They're taking pictures here. Yeah, I think this is a tour. Hey, there's a helicopter flying right over the Jefferson Memorial. Do you see that? See this? Look at this helicopter flying over Washington, D.C. there. Look at that. Washington Monument damaged by a 5.8 earthquake? Wow, thanks for the good info there. I'll look into that. Yeah, I guess it's possible. I believe you. I'll look into it here. So there's some other people that are walking around here. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, rebuilding the seawalls. That's what they're talking about here. We already Tidal Basin in West Potomac Park here. There's the Potomac. Forgotten founder. That was the shadow from the plane. That's amazing. George Mason, author of America's first Bill of Rights. There, George Mason. There he is. How you doing there? That's good. Earthquake. Did you feel it? You know, yeah, that's I guess that's big enough to feel. It was damaged the Washington Monument. Hey, we don't think of the East Coast of being in a seismic zone, but I guess it's possible. Look at this park. Is that George Mason over there? I don't know. Look at the nice little round pool here. Rode out the earthquake. Washington State in California. Yeah. Yeah, tell us some stories. No, I appreciate it. Thanks everybody for tuning in here. Yeah, it looks like we're gonna be trapped here, but I didn't realize you couldn't get out this way. But looks like there's a little hill there. Maybe we can sneak. Maybe we could sneak through that little opening there. Let's see if I can sneak out the back here. Hey, look at this nice little pool here. Yeah, George Mason, there he is. So there's George Mason University. You know, I've heard of George Mason. I guess he doesn't get as much attention as the other founding fathers. But a man of the first order of wisdom. Yeah, it looks like we can get out this way. Other people did the same thing as me. We snuck out the back here. Gotta look out for piles of pee here. Hey, we'll head over towards the, yeah, we're getting closer to the Jefferson Memorial. There it is. I didn't think we'd make it. It's a long way around here. I'm glad I didn't go over here this morning because we made it to Georgetown. There's that helicopter flying in. It looks like one of the official, I don't know if that's the presidential helicopter or not. We're in Washington, D.C. You see how there's a big hill there? Yeah. Washington's kind of built on a little bluff. Washington City. They thought it was another attack. You live in Nashville. Pictures on your wall. That's good. You felt the shake? Felt the earth move? Yeah, could be. Yeah, people probably didn't expect an earthquake. At least not in this part of the country. Look at this bus. Big bus is here. Hey, we're heading towards the Jefferson Memorial here. See, with the endless fences. Traffic's backing up. Felt the earth move under your feet. Hey, this breeze feels good. Yeah. Nice day here to be walking around. It's not extremely hot, but it's warm enough to feel warm in the sun. And then when you get in the shade with the breeze, it feels kind of cool. But it feels good. Here comes the tour bus. Hey, they got their version of the Divvy bikes. I think it's called the B-Cycle. Your neighbor told you had damage? Yeah. You were in a waterbed. Wow, that was a widespread impacts there. Hey, look at this bus here. Old Town Trolley Tours. Look at that bike. That's a nice bike. Look at these extras. How you doing there? That's great. Yeah, very nice. So here, let's head over to the Jefferson Memorial here. I guess he thought I wanted a taxi. I probably looked tired. It's like, that guy needs a ride. Hey, the Jefferson Memorial. Here it is. Refreshments. Good. More fall colors, yeah. Please respect your national monuments. Don't feed the animals. No drinking. Hey, there's the helicopter. From the Jefferson Memorial, I guess we gotta walk around. Yeah, we'll walk around this side here. Carlos, how you doing there? Yeah. Damien. Kimalaya. Yeah. So yeah, let's check out the Jefferson Memorial here in Washington, D.C. Thanks for staying on. I know it was going to be a long walk over here. Thanks for being troopers here. 35 people stuck with me. I appreciate it. I know it's hard to go through these long stretches. That's why people are like, man, you talk a lot. I'm like, I'm trying to fill in the dead airspace there. People something to listen to. See, the endless fence that never ends. They're working on the shore wall here, the Tidal Basin. But here we'll go up and film the Jefferson Memorial here, Washington, D.C. I don't know if this Jefferson got vandalized. It might have after 2020. I'm not for sure. Yeah, you can look into it. You got the internet there. Help me out. Appreciate it. There's the Washington Monument. There it is. Jefferson Memorial. Look at the round columns there. Nice dome there. Yeah, thanks, Dave. I'm the walking man. Well, some people run marathons. I walk a lot. all do what we can. Walking's low impact, lower impact, still has impacts. My feet would beg to differ. Sometimes the dogs are barking. Look at this helicopter. Wow, that's like a presidential helicopter here. Let's zoom into this. Wow, look at these helicopters. Look at these helicopters flying through here. We're by the Jefferson Memorial here, Washington, D.C. We got some major helicopters flying through here. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, that might be presidential helicopters there. I'm not for sure. Here's another media one. Hey, there's some you can rent little paddle boats. There's paddle boats out in the basin there. There's a place to rent paddle boats. I didn't know that. Here's the Jefferson Memorial here, so we'll check it out here. There's the Washington Monument. There it is. Look at this helicopter. There might be landing, or no. Look, it's coming right over us. Yeah, look at these helicopters coming right over the Jefferson Memorial. Look at this. Thanks for tuning in here. Look at this helicopter. Wow. Right over us. Right over the Jefferson Memorial, right over the Washington Monument. That's like the presidential helicopters. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that thing. Look at these helicopters over the Washington Monument. Washington, D.C. Look, my camera's crooked. See if we can get it straight here. We went from one side to the other. They heard I was in town. Yeah, hopefully they'll pick me up and fly me to the Amtrak station. Well, hey, we're seeing all kinds of fun stuff today. See, I'm easily amused. People are laughing at me. They're like, look at this guy filming the helicopter. Yeah, it could be looking for somebody, looking for me. We're here at the Jefferson Memorial here. Hey, we saw that woman with the blue dress and the blue hat. She's there at the Jefferson. We saw her at the Lincoln Memorial, and we saw her at the World War II Memorial. Great minds think alike. We saw her again. Is this helicopter coming towards us? This helicopter's coming towards us. So let me get in position here. I can't tell if it's coming towards us or going away. No, I think it's going away. Here comes a plane. Yeah, it's going away. So I think it's flying. There's the White House. There's the White House right there. And I think it's flying over towards the White House. Is it going by the lawn there? Okay, well here, let's head up the steps here. Let's go up to the Jefferson Memorial. Here it is. Hey, we made it. There's Jefferson right there. So let's go straight up. We'll keep Jefferson in our sights there. I'll spin around to see if make sure this helicopter's not coming towards us. Yeah, it is coming towards us. So, what is this helicopter doing? It could be Kamala because I know she's campaigning and she's still the vice president. Yeah, it's coming straight towards us here, so we'll stop here and we'll catch this helicopter. This is a different helicopter. This looks like a smaller helicopter. Yeah, look at it go right over the top of the Washington Monument there. Look at that. Okay, enough with the helicopters. Yeah, news helicopter, you got it, yeah. So there it is, the Jefferson Memorial here. Yeah, look at this. says quiet respect. But welcome to Washington, D.C. Here's the Jefferson Memorial here, across from the Tidal Basin here. And I'll try to keep quiet here, or at least keep my voice in the golf voice here as we head up the stairs here. Thomas Jefferson. I have sworn upon the altar of God eternal hostility against every form of tyranny over the minds of man. Thomas Jefferson. Oh yeah, it's an amazing amount of marble here. All these monuments. Look how you can look out to the Washington Monument. And I want to get right here behind the park police here because I want to film it straight on here. There we go. There it is, the Jefferson Memorial here, Washington, D.C. Religious feeling? Yeah. Well, he wrote the Declaration of Independence, and let's see some of the views we get. There, 1743, 1826. He died on the same day as John Adams. Poor John Adams, his last words were, "Thomas Jefferson still lives," but he didn't realize that because news traveled so fast in those days that Thomas Jefferson had already passed earlier in the day. But they both died on July the 4th, 1826, 50 years after they ratified or signed the Declaration of Independence. Isn't that amazing? It could not be choreographed. It's amazing. Here's the Jefferson statue here. And we got all this noise of airplanes and helicopters and the tyranny of aircraft noise. There's the woman in the beautiful blue. There it is, Jefferson. Yeah. Usually they don't let the news helicopters fly. This is very protected airspace over Washington, D.C. I agree. And so maybe it was something else. It was just a different type of helicopter. But those two helicopters we saw looked like the official, at least for the POTUS or the Vice President of the United States helicopters. And look how you can see the skyline of Arlington, Virginia, Washington, D.C., the Washington Monument. And the Smithsonian's over that way. We'll head down the stairs. We'll go. See, we walked all the way. See, there's the. Look, let me zoom in here. There's the Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. monuments right there. See, way across the way. You see it? And look at all those cranes. Those cranes are going towards Georgetown. And then there's the Washington Monument across the Tidal Basin here. We're on the steps of the Jefferson Memorial. So let me get out here so we can film the whole Jefferson Memorial here from the front. Since we're here. Sirens, steps, helicopters. What else do you need? Bikes, people. See, she's holding it in her hands. They're doing a stage photo there. Yeah, usually when it's presidential, usually it's 3. I agree. So I think that would probably come if it was anything. And it seemed like it didn't land right at the White House. It kind of went past it. So yeah, who knows? There's always something going on here in the District of Columbia. But here comes this other smaller helicopter that's just been circling around. There it is. There's the Thomas Jefferson Memorial here. Yeah. Yeah, it's a good place to sit there. Yeah. By the water's edge there. Enjoy the beautiful sunshine there in Washington, D.C. So yeah, we'll head right past the Washington Monument. We'll head up in, well, let's go to Pennsylvania Avenue. Let's see if I can do some live streaming on Pennsylvania Avenue, heading towards the Union Station there. How's my battery doing? 65%. The Naval Observatory, where Kamala lives, is off of Wisconsin, north of Georgetown. So that's over that way. Yeah, we were on Wisconsin Street. It was over there. So I see why she lives in that area. It's a very beautiful area. We were just there. Here, let's head across. Let's head by the water here if we can. They got some boats in the water here. Yeah, Taco, how you doing here? I think this is just giving tours. Do they do helicopter tours in Washington, D.C.? How much would those cost? I know they do helicopter tours in Chicago. Little choppy water here. But I bet you this looks beautiful in springtime with the cherry blossoms. I think there's cherry blossoms all the way around this thing. We're seeing it in fall here. Well, Dalton, thanks for being on. You have all kinds of great information, and other people, local people that live in the DC area here. Thanks for tuning in here on YouTube. How many times do people live stream from the Jefferson Memorial? Probably not that often. It's so far away. Yeah, I think if I lived here, I would get tired of the helicopters flying around all the time. It's bad enough where I live in Chicago with the sirens and the fire trucks. People yelling in the street, motorcycles. How you doing? There's the Washington Monument, Tidal Basin there. Hey, we're hanging with the squirrels. What's that squirrel gonna do? You gonna jump in the water? I doubt it. Just looking at the water there, squirrel. Yeah. A Washington, D.C. squirrel. Yeah, that's why I wondered if anybody live streamed from Washington, D.C. I know, I didn't know anything about live streaming. I would see the New York live streamers. I said, hey, I'm a city planner. I know about cities and history and neighborhoods. Somebody needs to do Chicago. So I started. I wasn't the only one. There's been other people started before me. We've been live streaming in Chicago, both on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, Instagram. So New York has a lot of live streamers. Chicago less. There's, we know a few in Seattle, Detroit. Even Retro Route goes in San Antonio. He walks around the San Antonio Riverwalk. Las Vegas, there's some streamers. We got Devron in LA on his one wheel. But I've never seen anybody consistently live stream from Washington, D.C. And I always wondered why. Because you seem like there would be such interest internationally in the capital of the United States. Because people, when I live stream in Chicago, people tune in from all over the world. That's why the New York live streamers do so well. The people tune in from all over the world to see scenes in New York City, people that want to move to New York, want to get feel for different boroughs or neighborhoods or how the transit works. That's why Christopher Dotson and other people tune in here, and Kenny and All Day New York City, and Mikey. There's a Mikey that live streams early in the morning there in Manhattan, and other times, weekends. So I said, hey, someone needs to do District of Columbia. It's such. I would come back here and stream. I think I could, just like New York, Chicago, there's plenty of stuff to stream to keep people interested year round with the changing of the seasons, all the events that go on here, all the patriotic events, all the stuff that happens, the fireworks. Look at the National Mall here, the Smithsonian's. I mean, you could spend one day on all the Smithsonian's and have content for 2 weeks. I know we got a lot of museums in Chicago too, same thing, different sides of the city. You got them all concentrated in one area here. There's the Washington Monument. But live stream is a strange beast because people, especially on TikTok, people are always coming in and out. They don't stay long, and then you get asked the same question over and over again. What city is this? Where you at? Why you there? You know, what's your social security number? People ask you the strangest questions, just out of the blue. Yeah, thanks, Mary Teresa. Oh, adulting, yeah, adulting. I encourage you. If you're, what I do is I use Streamlabs on top of YouTube. Now, YouTube makes an app. You can stream on YouTube. You can stream on TikTok. You can stream on Instagram. TikTok's harder because you got to have 1,000 followers to be able to live stream. And sometimes it's hard to get to 1,000 until you live stream. And then you can grow really fast because TikTok really pushes the live streams. But you got a lot of terms and conditions. You got words you can't say, things you can't film. It doesn't like certain businesses that are legal, that are not legal in some other areas of the world. Because again, Cayman Islands, we don't even know who really owns ByteDance, and there's a lot of American hedge funds that invest in Chinese companies. Isn't that amazing? There's the Old Town Trolley, like General Atlantic, Susquehanna. They're all major owners in TikTok. And it's so funny, if the U.S. government does ban TikTok, Google and Apple stand to lose millions of dollars because they make money off of TikTok in their app store. And they won't be able to have TikTok, and people won't be able to download it. And Google and Apple won't be able to make a cut from TikTok in the subscriptions. They take a cut from my subscriptions and everybody else's subscriptions on TikTok. And I didn't realize that until I was like, wow, why do I have all these subscriptions and so little the money gets to me? The vast majority doesn't even get to the creator. But YouTube pays a lot better, but you got to get literally a large amount of followers, and it's hard to get a following on YouTube. You got to have high quality videos. People expect like Hollywood style production on YouTube. TikTok, it's just all out of the pocket. What you see is what you get. Yeah, Georgetown is amazing. I probably should have stayed in Georgetown. If we come back, we'll hang out in Georgetown some more. It's such an amazing, the housing and the canal, and you see why they use that area for so many movies. It's such a photogenic neighborhood, and I'm glad we got some of that. So I'll cut out definitely the Exorcist stuff, but maybe even some of the other interesting stuff we saw in Georgetown, because I know people would like it on TikTok. I just wanted to film the Jefferson Memorial because, we saw the FDR thing. I wouldn't have saw none of that unless we went over there. Here comes some more helicopters. Look at that. Look how low it's going in front of the Jefferson Memorial there. Hold on a second there. Look at that helicopter. Hey Jeff, how's it going there? Yeah, thanks for watching on YouTube there, Michael. Yeah. So hey, we're over towards where you can rent the paddle boats. That's that same helicopter that's been flying around. We'll head straight up towards the Washington Monument. We'll go across the mall there, and we'll head towards the White House. There were a few homes we passed where senators live. Oh, in Georgetown? Yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of senators and Congress people. You said Kamala has a house over there. Yeah. So we'll leave the Jefferson Memorial, the Tidal Basin. Thanks for checking it out. We walked all the way around this thing. Can you believe that? We'll wait for the light to change. Hey, we got some scooter debris. Hey, we got the light. There's the helicopter going over the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. This is the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Look at that large building there. Got the bike path there, the big bus taking a tour. There's the paddle boats you can rent there on the Tidal Basin. Yeah, we'll head right straight up through the mall here. We'll head up towards Pennsylvania Avenue. What time we got? 3:38. Thanks for tuning in here. Mile 16. Are they going to run the marathon here, Washington Marathon? I see some mile 16 here. We just ran the Chicago Marathon. Hey, Shauna. $100 to $300 for the helicopter tours. Thanks for the good info there, Shauna. That's good. Marine Corps Marathon. They're going to run the Marine Corps Marathon. This is mile 16. So I guess that's coming up October 26th. I think that's when it is. So we got hoorah! We got October 24th. So that happens on Saturday, right? Yeah. Yeah, the Marine Corps Marathon. Thanks. They have so many marathons. You know, they got ones for charity and other. Yeah, I remember they have other marathons all throughout the year. Hey, the Bureau of Engraving and Printing. Is that where they print the money? That's where they print the money. There's all the presidents and non-presidents, Hamilton and Franklin, on the U.S. money. Water Point, they have a water station right here. The Bureau of Engraving and Printing. You always wanted to know where they printed the money. There you go. So you see that they had a bike path. There's a bike path right there. And for some reason they chose to ride on the sidewalk even though there's a bike path right next to them. And I know I do crazy things with bikes too. Those who have, without sin, cast the first stone. I have no way to judge other people. I do questionable things. People caught me on reruns. They're like, you blew through that stop sign on the bike. I'm like, I know, no one was coming. I look both ways. TikTok will say I'm promoting dangerous activities. Just riding a bike. You take tours of the building? That's good. Yeah, check it out. So again, I'm just doing a brief overview. I know all these buildings you can go inside, and like the Smithsonian's, many of them are free. Like many of you can take Capitol tours once they get all these other things up and going. I'm just on a whirlwind overview tour. I'm trying to film as much as I can. That's why I could have stayed in Georgetown, but we wouldn't have saw the Jefferson Memorial there. And this helicopter just won't quit. Somebody must have paid a bunch of money for a nice tour there. That must be the $300 tour. They're just going around in circles. The Mint, yeah. 3 Michaels. Yeah. Oh, they're following. That helicopter's been following me all day. There it is. I feel like I'm in the Goodfellas. You see that helicopter? Oh, you're imagining things. It's been following me all day. Yeah, look at the fall colors here. See, we still got... Unless they started changing, the trees really weren't changing that much in Chicago, but I might go back after this week and they'll all be changing this weekend. He tried to catch one. Maybe they got a football field or something here. Hey, the Washington Monument. There it is. Look at these beautiful blue skies. Look at this helicopter. Look at this helicopter. Look how close it's getting to the Washington Monument. Look how close it is. I can't believe they let them fly that close to the Washington Monument. They're right next to it. Well, everything that can be monetized will be monetized, including our U.S. Capitol here. I know. I hear you all adulting. I don't know what this is. This is probably something else. Are they flying around some dignitary or something? They're looking for me. They keep circling over me. I think they're doing surveillance on me. They said, "Hey, there's some little live streamer in from Chicago. We got to keep tabs on him. He's here. Let me get across here. Let me get to the median at least, so might have a chance to cross over with these people here." Yeah, look, we made it. We made it on the last second. So here's the Washington Monument. Yeah, we'll head across the mall here. Smithsonian stuff is that way. There's the Museum of African American Culture. There's the Washington Monument. Has a radar OB, yeah. Some people do that. Some people will just stream takeoffs and landings at the airport, and thousands of people will watch that. You know, depending on what airport it is, like London or Tokyo. A lot of people just tune in just to watch the takeoffs and landings, and people mention what plane number it is and the call sign and where it's going. Famous celebrities' planes. There's the guy that just tracks where Taylor Swift goes and publishes online. She did a cease and desist, and I think the Supreme Court upheld that he's allowed to do it. You know, and yeah, getting on the bike path, that's great. They figured it out. Look at the flags there. Washington Monument. So we were here earlier in the day. There's people rolling down the hill. Look, they're rolling down the hill. Let's zoom into that. So here we got the welcome to Washington, D.C. People are rolling down the hill in front of the Washington Monument. Why not? You can look up and see that thing as you're rolling down the hill. Big Egyptian obelisk right in the middle of the U.S. Capitol here. Hey, Angel. Military touch and goes to fighter jets. Yeah, a lot of people like that stuff, you know. They don't have the radar along. It's the DC police. Okay. So why would they be flying so close? Huh. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't deny that that's probably what it is, but strange flight patterns. Hey, Thomas More Athletics there, the Saints. Another day on the mall. Yeah, we got 57% here. Look at the tours here, double deck tours. All the tour boats are out. We got restrooms here. Anybody need to use the restroom? I think I'm fine. I'm absorbing all my liquids. Yeah, look at all the people up there on the Washington Monument. Yeah, let's head right up towards the White House here. Let's go to Pennsylvania Avenue. There it is. There's that helicopter. It keeps flying around. There's the Capitol Dome. It says U.S. Park Police. U.S. Park Police. It says U.S. Park Police on the tail. So that's what helicopter it is. There's the Capitol Dome over there. Hey, we got a street performer here. He's got the guitar. He's jamming out. Yeah. One-man band there. Yeah, that's good. Thanks for the good info about the restrooms. Nice to know there are clean restrooms here. Come monumental legacy. Washington Monument. A lot of people join it. Yeah. That's good. Yeah, look at the flags here. Washington Monument. So the distances are vast. We literally walked like 3 miles just going around there to see Jefferson Memorial. The wind's picking up. See how they got lights? These are lights that shine on the Washington Monument. See what's from the top of the Washington Monument from your smartphone. They got an app. Yeah, imagine that. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Yeah, and thanks like Adulting for all the good background information. You know this area. Hey, there's somebody on the Segway type thing who's going through the lawn there. Oh yeah, that's why I wanted to. I realized I probably it's easier for me to go through here before the election. Who knows what's going to happen after? I saw them setting up grandstands at the Capitol. We might get back over that way when we head towards the train station. And they were setting up grandstands there where they do the inaugural in January. And I'm amazed they're setting it up so early, but I guess they just want to set it up before the cold weather sits in. There's the Museum of African American Culture right there. We went by it this morning as well on TikTok. There's people in the big lawn here. So here we'll actually head up into the area around the White House. And we got a little close to it this morning, but you only can get so close to it. Got to kind of see it behind the fence there. Look at the size of this lawn, these vast spaces. Yeah, we talked to some people. There's a indigenous Native American encampment there. They're here protesting, and they're camped on. This is National Park Service land, and we spoke with them. They're trying to get some it's the California area First Nations, indigenous people, tribes, federally recognized, and that's always goes on. So they got some police security here. Maybe there was a helicopter landing in the lawn there. Could have been the vice president. Hey, look at that little red fire truck thing. It's like a big golf cart. People ride around on that. See it going through the intersection. There's like a big red golf cart taking tours. So Constitution and what street is this? 15th? Can't read it. 15th? Yeah. 15th. Constitution of 15th. We'll wait to cross the street here. Heavy traffic. Traffic's starting to pick up here. People selling merchandise. We got food trucks. Yeah, a lot of activity here. So we'll wait to cross the street here. If we can. We got the light, but people keep crossing here because they keep directing. So we got to wait for. We got the light, but then they keep directing people to go across here. So we'll wait till they stop traffic and then we'll cross. And eventually traffic won't be able to cross the intersection. So he's watching for it. And we'll try to cross here. Here, look at that Washington Monument. So we're waiting to cross here. We'll see if they let us cross. I don't know why there's so much traffic here, but maybe it was backed up before. They might have had the street closed. And we'll see if they let us cross the street here. Look down the street towards the White House. You can see a foam truck walk towards the White House. If you see a foam truck, okay, good. We'll look for that. Thanks for the good info there. We'll see if we can get across the street here. So they got the red light. So we should have the walk coming up here. And it's always the hardest part of live streaming is when you can't move. And I want to move, and we can't cross the street because they won't let us. And eventually they're gonna have to. I can't imagine them just letting this traffic. Look at these exotic cars going through here. Marine One may be on the lawn. Yeah, you're right. I think that's probably what's going on. But these people are trying to cross north to south. We'll see if they just don't want traffic sitting there. They're trying to clear all this traffic out is what they're doing. They're trying to clear this whole street out. And yeah, I'm trying to get across the street in case the helicopters landed. But I unfortunately got here too late, and I'm not in the right position here, and I can't get across the street until they let me, and they might not let us cross because they're trying to clear out all this traffic so they can land. And I think that's what's happening. So thanks for bearing with me here, and welcome to Washington, D.C. We're waiting to cross the street here at Constitution Way. We're right near the White House. We're just waiting for this traffic to clear out. Here comes one of these little tours going by. Once this last line of cars gets through here, see, the police are going to bring up the rear here. The police are going to bring up the rear. They're not letting anybody else go through here. So, yeah, here's another one of those cars there. So yeah, once this police car pushes out the last group of cars here, hopefully they'll let us cross here as pedestrians here. We'll see. This is the last group of cars here. So we'll see what this police car does here. So maybe they're gonna let us cross here. Yeah, I think they're gonna let us cross here, hopefully. There we go, good, yeah, we can go. See, we waited our turn. So they got it all blocked over here. Yeah, we'll look towards this foam truck here. See if we can get close. Maybe we'll get lucky and see Air Force One or Air Force Two landed here on the lawn. We saw them fly through when we were at the Jefferson Memorial. Welcome to Washington, D.C. here. We're really near the White House. Make sure my hat doesn't blow off. The wind's starting to pick up. Heading up 15th Street here, we cross Constitution. I'm looking for the foam truck. Foam, F-O-A-M. Yeah, thanks, Michael. Yeah, please, if you subscribe there, we'll try to help you out there so people that watch my channel can watch your channel, because I'm sure people that are interested in Chicago would be interested in Washington, D.C. Yeah, there's a helicopter. Right, there it is. Here it is. Look at this. So here comes, here it is. There it is. There's Air Force, one of the Air Force Ones or Air Force Two taking off there. Just left the White House. There it is. Look at that. So that's why they were clearing out that traffic. So we saw them go in. They picked up either Kamala or Biden. It's probably just Kamala. Probably it's just one. Maybe it's somebody else. It's not even, like you said, if it was the president, it would be three. Usually when Kamala it's two, it was just one. So it might have been they dropped somebody off and they're just flying back with nobody in it. So we cross Constitution. What's this street? What is Constitution? This north-south street? Did we cross 15th? Let me look at my map here so I make sure I know where I'm at here. Hold on one second here. Let me get the other phone. There we go. Did this charge at all? No, it didn't charge at all. So my backup battery is out of juice. So I'm gonna eventually have to find a plug to plug in here, but Still got a little juice here. Let me see if I can find the map here. Hold on. So most of the time when you're live streaming, you're just, yeah, this is 15th. This is 15th Street. We cross Constitution. Constitution goes east-west. We're heading north on 15th Street Northwest. And that's where the bike path is here. So we're heading, the White House is to our left. And we're going to try to get closer to it here. We were here earlier in the day. We went over to where people always stand to get that front view of the White House. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I'm on 15. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thanks for helping out here. And, yeah, what's this giant building to the right here? Let's see what this is here. Pennsylvania Avenue is coming up. What is this building here? U.S. Department of Commerce. This is the U.S. Department of Commerce to our right here, this giant building. One of the cabinet level departments. Yeah, Constitution's behind. We crossed Constitution. That's where they were clearing all the traffic off. And that's why they were clearing the traffic off. They wanted all that traffic out of there when they flew that helicopter. Nice. See, even though there's a bike path right there, somebody in the military was riding on the sidewalk. Good for them. Why have a bike path if you're going to use the sidewalk? That's just a pet peeve of mine. And I ride bikes, you know. I've ridden bikes in Chicago when there wasn't bike paths, where you had to ride in the street and defend in traffic and ride like a bike messenger. That's why I ride the way I do. That's how I learned how to ride like a bike messenger, just dodging in and out of traffic. I know it's very disconcerting to traffic when people do that, but you know, usually, knock on wood, I haven't had a major wreck yet. Very lucky. I've had very many close calls, even live streaming. But here, we'll make it up to Pennsylvania Avenue. We're getting close to the White House, Washington, D.C. This is where you can see the north side of the White House. Okay, good. So that's where we'll head by there. Yeah, thanks for the good info there. Yeah, so I guess you can get closer on the north side, right? Yeah. Because we the White House is that way. It's like over there. Here's Pennsylvania Avenue. Look at these amazing buildings here. We're at East Street. Yeah, this is one of the entrances to the White House here. So there, Pennsylvania Avenue, that's where they march after the inaugural usually. Yeah, we'll check out this monument. We'll head down Pennsylvania Avenue because it'll take us right over towards the Union Station. I'm starting to get tired here. Been walking all day, 4 o'clock. We still got plenty of time. I got plenty of time to catch my train, but yeah, we'll walk around the north side of the White House here. We'll try to catch it here. Thousand-piece wood dragonfly puzzle complete. Well, good job there. Yeah, so the next cross street is Alexander Hamilton. Well, Pennsylvania kind of splits here. See, there's like a park here. Pennsylvania runs at an angle, but then they call it Alexander Hamilton. And so eventually, when I can, I'll cut to the left. Because I think Pennsylvania Avenue ties right into the White House, right? Yeah. Look at that architecture there, all those step backs with those double mansard roof there, two stories on the top. Yeah, big gates over here. Is that a hotel? I think that's a hotel there. Hotel Washington, that's the Hotel Washington right there. That's not the White House, but it's a building very near the White House. And the White House is right that way. Hey, Boston Celtics. Yeah, I knew it was going to be a long day. What else do I got to do? You know, I enjoy this. I enjoy exploring new areas. This is the first time I've been in Washington, D.C. in 30 years. And I'm ashamed I haven't been here more often. You know, I've been to New York City. I've been to Boston. I want to go back to Philadelphia. And I want to get back to Savannah. There's so many amazing places on the East Coast. And we want to get out west too. I want to take the show on the road, go to Seattle, maybe see Major Hustler. Still got to go to Detroit. You know, if I can get to the point where when I get semi-retired, take the show on the road, keep this thing going, we go travel the world there, you know. Chicago's great, but even sometimes I feel like I'm recycling the same stuff over and over again. I know there's so many neighborhoods, 77 neighborhoods. I haven't been to many neighborhoods. There's so many areas on the south and west side that are underexposed, that are beautiful. Here's, what street is this here? E Street. E or F? E, I can't read it. 15. Man, they make it hard. They put so much stuff in the way. I can't read the name of the street here. F, it's F Street. I thought it was E, but it's F. They put too much stuff in the way. Don't have one letter name streets. The street names are not long enough, or the signs aren't long enough. Department of Treasury, here's Department of Treasury. So I'm gonna make a left, and then we're gonna try to go around the north end of the White House, see if we can get a view of it there. Brian World Tour. Hey, thanks, Krista. Yeah, Jay's City Walking Girl. Jay's great. We love Jay. I'm glad Jay's still streaming. I saw she was streaming by the Riverwalk. I know Grim Evil has moderated for her. And she grew up on the west side, lived on the south side for a long time. She's lived in New York, but she's a native Chicagoan. And I've learned a lot. She's helped me out on my lives with good information. And she knew Sarah too. And she sent her condolences. So Jay, please watch Jay City Walking Girl, another fellow live streamer from Chicago. We support our fellow live streamers, not just in Chicago, but all cities, west, south, and north. And the east side. Jay says the east side. There is an east side of Chicago most people don't know about. It's the southeast side of Chicago down by 91st and Commercial. But here, let's head over and see if we can see the White House here, and then we'll start heading down Pennsylvania Avenue. I'll start heading back slowly towards the train station, so at least I'm getting in the area I need to be in, so I'm not so far away if I run out of steam here. Oh, Sarah would have enjoyed this so much. I had the hardest time of getting Sarah to watch me on YouTube. I think it made her sick. Like, I would swing the camera around too much. I know some people don't like, you know, the landscape, and then like the poles swing by, and some people don't like TikTok and some people don't like YouTube. And Sarah always rather watch me on TikTok. She just was like TikTok better for whatever reason. She didn't like Instagram, which I respected her for that. She did not like Instagram at all. I have live stream on Instagram. It's a good option, a good way to get into live streaming because you don't need 1,000 followers to do it. Even YouTube, you have requirements. Unless you use Streamlabs, it's hard to. You got to have so many, like 100 followers or 500 or something. I forget, or what they call it, subscribers on YouTube. Twitch has its own requirements too for live streaming. I don't know what X does. I tried live streaming on X once. The quality was horrible. I had like 2 people watching me. Unless you have a major Twitter presence, I don't think it's worth it. And I personally don't like Elon Musk, but that's my own personal taste there. But here, we'll go up to the White House here. There you go. Letters go east and west. Numbers go north and south. States go diagonal. Hey, that's good. Like, yeah, Pennsylvania, that's good. East Executive. So yeah, this is that corner you're talking about. This is probably as close as you can get to the White House. It's kind of the corner. It's not the direct on shot because they push you back here. So there's the White House. This is East Executive, northwest. And here's one of the checkpoints to get into the White House. There's a guy with credentials. That guy has credentials to get into the White House. Pass holders, appointments only. No trespassing, authorized personnel only. Look at all these fences. But there's the side of the White House. We're about a few hundred feet away from it. This is as close as you can get. There's cameras right looking at us right now. There's the side of the White House, the back side. It's hard to see through the fence there. The NASA's most famous address here. They got this little kiosk here. There's the checkpoint. White House is the oldest public building in the District of Columbia. Yeah, it was built during the John Adams administration. That's amazing. Look at that. So see where that green sign is. You are here. We're in the corner. And there's the entrance to the White House. Pennsylvania and East Executive. So let's see if we can get that north end shot straight onto it since we're here. Thanks for tuning in. Welcome to Washington, D.C. here. Pennsylvania and Madison. Pennsylvania and Madison.
So, then do you know, like, you're...
Go up H and make a left. Okay, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, I'm going up here. I'm going up Madison, and I'll make a left. I know what you mean. I'm trying to get to that north end view there, yeah. See, look at these monuments. It's such a shame because this area used to be all so much more accessible. Just a few short years ago, even in the 90s, you could get much closer. Of course, after 9/11, I'm sure there was restrictions, and then after 2020 and 2021, I mean, it was really bad in 2021 because they had large areas. Washington, D.C. looked like a fenced off, you know, it looked like the West Bank. It was all like walls and fences and barbed wire. And thanks a lot. January 6th rioters. But if you look through our history, there have been many marches on the Capitol and the Congress. The reason they had to move the Capitol in 1783 from Philadelphia to Trenton, and they prompted them doing the Federal District. There was Revolutionary War veterans that were coming out of the Revolutionary War, and they wanted their pension to be paid, and the United States was broke at that time and didn't have money to pay them, so they marched on Congress, like 400 U.S. soldiers, and they had to evacuate Congress. Alexander Hamilton pleaded with them to let them reconvene, and then they like snuck out of town. They snuck Congress out of town and went to Trenton. And of course, George Washington had to field army several times. There was the Whiskey Rebellion in Pennsylvania. And a lot of those Revolutionary War veterans, as soon as they were done fighting the Revolutionary War, like St. Clair and stuff, they went to fighting the Northwest Indian Wars against, you know, Little Turtle in the Northwest, Miami, Shawnee Native American Alliance, you know, with the British. And that went to Tecumseh all the way. The War of 1812 culminated in all those battles. Battle, Fallen Timber, Tippecanoe. Those were Revolutionary War. St. Clair's defeat was huge. So hey, they're playing music over there. It seems like there's some, but here they're setting up some grandstands or something here. They're playing music here. What kind of music is this? Hey, the babies. There it is. There's the, see the Washington Monument behind. Let's see if I can get through the fence here. There it is. So there's the Washington Monument behind the White House. That's as close as I can get. And they're setting up, you know, they're setting up some stage there or something. So. Belair House, yeah. There it is. So who is this on the horse here? That's a nice, interesting photo there. Here, let me zoom in just a little bit here. There's the White House. There's the White House. Is that Lafayette or George Washington? Who's on that horse there? I don't know. Or somebody else. Yeah, stop hating each other. I like this. That's good. There's a squirrel. How you doing, squirrel? Your White House squirrel?
All right. Once again, y'all about 3.5 weeks too late coming to visit. If you'd have been here 3.5 weeks ago, you could have walked right across the street to the White House fence.
Yep, he's right.
Okay.
They put all this fencing up, yeah.
And the park ranger just left. If you had any questions, he can. What they're doing is they're building a viewing stand.
Yeah, the viewing stand. Yeah.
For the inauguration parade in January.
They're setting it up already. Yeah.
And the fence is going to be up until the 28th of February, 2025. Or longer if they start acting crazy after this election.
Hey, look at this bus. There's the big long metro bus heading through there. Yeah. So, yeah, there's still part of this little park here, north side of the White House. So here's Madison. I'm going to head to Pennsylvania Avenue. We're just going to walk the full length of Pennsylvania Avenue. And there's some interesting buildings along the way there. Some monuments and plazas. We'll head generally back towards the train station. We'll get back over towards the Capitol. Is this the monument to Saratoga, the Revolutionary War? No, I didn't ride the high speed Acela. I took the slow train from North Carolina, but it was okay. And no, that's the water feature you saw. That was the Tidal Basin. That's the Potomac River. That's sea level. So the Potomac River flows in between Maryland and Virginia, and it flows into the Chesapeake, or no, south of the Chesapeake, around there, and it's sea level. So that's part of the Atlantic Ocean, and where the estuary, where the river. Oh, they got the street blocked off, so we can just cross. Look at this nice. It almost looks New Orleans style here. The housing here. We're at 8th Street in Vermont. Fleeing the Executive Mansion. 1814. Here's where James Madison rode to Maryland because the British were attacking the White House, and that's when Dolly Madison saved the portrait of George Washington. There's James Madison, Dolly Madison, and she saved it from the British burning this painting. And I guess this house had something to do with it. Madison. And so yeah, let's head down to Pennsylvania Avenue here. But he's falling there. You taking it all between DC? That's good, yeah. So I guess the Acela is pretty good, right? I mean, it's probably worth it. It's, you know, it's a little faster. They give you a little bit more amenities, I guess. It costs a little more. But there's slow trains and there's Acela. And then there's a lot of trains, especially between DC and New York, and even up to Boston. But I guess New York to DC through Philadelphia and Baltimore is the most heavily traveled part of the corridor. Hey, look at this little steamroller. They're doing the asphalt here. Hey, United States Court of Appeals for the federal court. Working on the road here. Authorized personnel and official visitors only. 100% ID check. They got a nice fountain in there. Look at that. So we're headed to Pennsylvania Avenue. We'll take Pennsylvania Avenue all the way back towards Capitol Hill and the Amtrak station. We got 417, so I'll have time to have dinner. My battery's doing okay. We got 44%, but it's going to start to run down. So I'm going to try to get back there in case I need to find an electrical outlet to recharge my peripherals before I get on the train there. Because my backup battery's gone. It's a goner. So it's overrated. Seats are much more comfortable. That's probably the only thing. Yeah, it's still, sometimes it's slower than it should be. Man, they're working on this street too. So here, we'll walk right across the street here. Hey, that's like a little Zamboni, but it's for the road there. I guess they use it for water. Which is essentially what a Zamboni is. It just lays a level sheet of water that freezes. There's the White House. There's the White House. It's hard to see through the fencing. Like that guy said, the views would have been better. They're setting up for the inaugural. I didn't realize they're setting up for the inaugural so soon. It's not going to happen until January. We don't even know who's going to win the election. Canada, Canada has VIA rail. I guess you got the one line that goes all the way east-west. I guess there's somewhat decent service, but between Toronto and Montreal through Ottawa. But yeah, you know, Canada's population is mainly the southern part, so you got that east-west line that takes so long to get across. But it's a nice line. Go through the Rocky Mountains, and you know, it's to get to go through British Columbia. It's beautiful. So here we'll head right out through Pennsylvania Avenue. Look at this building with the clock. Look at this nice architecture here, Washington D.C. Yeah. So hey, we got the light here, so let's get across the street. This was built just after the Civil War. Just crossed 15th Pennsylvania Avenue here, so there's the Washington Monument. Pennsylvania Avenue, look at the wide sidewalks of Pennsylvania Avenue, Washington D.C. here. That's the Renrick Art Gallery. This is the Renrick Art Gallery. Thanks for the good info there, adulting. Yeah, that's great. East to west, big money. There's an election.
I don't know.
So this is New York Avenue. So, oops, sorry. I thought I was on Pennsylvania Avenue and I'm on New York Avenue. So I got to go down one more. So sometimes the names are deceiving here. We're close to Pennsylvania Avenue here. Washington Building, okay. Federal Triangle. Okay, good. So yeah, we'll see. There's some metro stations this way for the subway. Gift shops, White House gifts. Man, you got some kiosks here. Look at that. So this is G. We're down to G and 15th. I think the next one's Pennsylvania. Okay, good. Yeah, I could take New York. I want to take Pennsylvania because Pennsylvania has, you know, some major buildings on it. New York does too. Yeah, there's several ways, you're right. Several ways to get there. Thank you. Appreciate it. Hey, Hamilton. There you go. The Abbey Grill. William Edwin Hall. The Extra Mile. Metropolitan Bank, that's what this says. F. Yeah, I want to get to Pennsylvania here. Okay, good. Hotel Washington, this is where Pennsylvania Avenue is. Good. F 15th. Look at the detail in the side of this building. Oops. Here's the Washington Monument. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired here. Been walking all day. Covered a lot of ground here. Ninth and Penn is one of the ugliest office buildings in the country. Yeah. We'll look for it. Yeah, they built some ugly buildings. That guy just took a selfie of himself. Maybe he took a selfie of me. Taxi for hire. Yeah, they got here, Frederick Douglass, the Extra Mile. They got all these historical medallions in here. The Extra Mile. Dr. Edward J. Holmes. There, Pennsylvania Avenue, we made it. Patio. So we'll leave the area near the White House here. We'll start heading west here. Pennsylvania Avenue. There's the FBI building. Is that the J. Edgar Hoover building there? Yeah. Of course. There's this hotel. Yeah, see, we'll get this great view of the Capitol Dome constantly in the background as we head east, southeast along Pennsylvania Avenue. Isn't that nice? Look at that. See if I zoom in here. The Willard. Yeah, look at that. Look at that view there looking down Pennsylvania Avenue. That's nice. Yeah, let's get this outdoor seating here.
You still can't count OKC out because at the end of the day, even though they're young, they still playing.
Yeah, the Willard Center. Look, oh, they got boxes in the middle of the street. I gotta watch where I'm walking here. Look at the Willard Center there. You got this big outdoor patio. It's a hotel. Cafe du Paris. Got bike taxis. The Willard Hotel. Look how nice this is. There's a very important address here. Look at this. Look at that amazing ceiling here. Willard Hotel. So here, let's keep going here. Swanky. It's a swanky place. Wonder how much rooms are at night here. The Peace Convention. The old Willard Hotel was the scene of the last major effort to restore the Union and prevent the Civil War. Yeah, so that's how long this has been here. 1818. Original hotel. I guess they rebuilt it several times. 14th in Pennsylvania here. car dealer's backing up here. There's the Capitol Dome there, looking down Pennsylvania Avenue. Yeah, they got these nice little plazas here. Let's check out these plazas they got kind of in the wide Pennsylvania. Here's the World War I Memorial here. There's a bike lane that runs down. Play tourist, walking the bike lane for the shot of the Capitol. Yeah, that's okay, good, thank you. Thanks for the good info there. Yeah, look at this hotel, Florida Hotel, several stages there. I want to go to this plaza here, so 500 to $1,000 a night. Yeah, prices have been up a bit since 1860. That's pretty good. Thanks for tuning in here. Yeah, we'll cross here 14th and Ron Brown Way, Pennsylvania Avenue here. Vote yes on 83. There, we got the light. There, 14th Street. We call this the Freedom Plaza. One of these ones that has like a map of the Washington, D.C. kind of in the plaza. It might be this one or the next one. We got these plazas in front of, this is what Pennsylvania becomes something else this way, and then Pennsylvania heads it down at a slight angle here. There's giant planters here. Yeah, see, this is where they got a big map of the Washington, D.C. in this plaza here. So 7th, when we get to 7th, walk in the bike lane. Okay, good. So we're heading that way. There's the Kevin A. Wilson building. Look at that nice clock tower walk by. Hey, somebody's skateboarding here. A lot of what Washington, D.C. to me looks like is like this. It's like 10-story buildings. They're not skyscrapers because nothing was supposed to be taller than the Capitol Dome there. And there's not really a lot of super tall buildings anywhere in Washington, D.C., even in Arlington. Everything's kind of low scale. Or, yeah, look at that alley there. So you see they kind of got the street grid of Washington, D.C. in this plaza here. It's hard to see. There's the Capitol Dome, Pennsylvania Avenue. We're heading that way. We got 4:30 Eastern Time Zone. Yeah, Freedom Plaza, yeah. Wilson Building is the City Hall. Okay, the City Hall for DC, that's good. What's this theater? Is this the National Theater? They're doing 6. So there's a theater right there. Yeah. There's the National Trade Center. There, look at that. So this is what the Rotunda, the Senate, and the House Chamber. They got the Capitol kind of general building floor plan right there. Continuing down Pennsylvania Avenue. Who's the statue to here? Let's see who the statue's to. National Theater, that's good. Yeah, they're playing 6. Brigadier General Kazimir Pulaski. See, we celebrate Pulaski Day in Chicago, and here's Kazimir Pulaski, a Polish citizen that helped out in the Revolutionary War. Look at all the shoes in the tree. Look at all the shoes in the tree right here on Pennsylvania Avenue. You know what that means. And there, fell in battle. Died in the American Civil War there. Of course, Ceausescu went off and helped Poland have their own revolution. And another patriot from Poland. But we celebrate Pulaski Day in Chicago. I got time to get across the street? Yes, I do. What time we got? We have 13th Street here. We'll continue to head down Pennsylvania Avenue here. We got 7 seconds here. Look at that. Look at the top of that building. Look at that amazing detail. Nice architecture. Nothing in DC proper could be over 12 stories. Thanks for the good info. I knew there was a height limit. I knew there was a, yeah, they didn't, that makes perfect sense now. Nothing's over 12 stories. And it makes for a unique city because a lot of it's the same scale, at least in this part. Everything goes up 12 stories and fills in the block, you know. And so you get a lot of buildings like this. The Reagan Building and International Trade Center. So there's a huge complex. And there's the Wizards, Pennsylvania Avenue, looking towards the White House. We'll head towards the Capitol Dome here, Capitol Hill, go by this clock tower. Thanks for all the good info. I really appreciate people helping out in the comments here. It's mainly adulting sucks, yeah. Adulting does suck. I'm with you on that. I'm a big kid. I've never grown up. I'm in a constant state of arrested development. Yeah, look at that clock tower. That's nice. Yeah, I'm getting pretty tired. We've been walking all day. We did a 5-hour stream on TikTok. What are we now? We're doing 2 hours and 18 minutes. I've been on YouTube. So we've done over 7 hours of live streaming today. Cumulatively, will end up being 8 hours. That's a pretty good day. And thanks for being a part of it, everybody. We'll cut out this footage. I'll work on cutting out this footage for a while because we've seen so much stuff. That's a nice building there. Look at that. One of the most iconic buildings here on Pennsylvania Avenue. That's the Waldorf Astoria. That's the Waldorf Astoria there on Pennsylvania Avenue. It's a hotel. And of course, the original Waldorf Astoria is in New York. We got one in Chicago, much smaller, but nice location there on Rush Street, Walton. Here, we'll cross here. Yeah, we got it. Look at the. Yeah, it's nice. Oh, the old Trump Hotel. So the old post office is around here. Is this the old post office? Is that what this is? So this became the Waldorf Astoria. This used to be the post office. So this used to be the Trump Hotel. Okay, that makes sense. So I didn't know where it was at because those 4 years I wasn't in DC for any of that, even afterwards. So I got an alibi. Looks like Benjamin Franklin. Looks like there's a statue of Benjamin Franklin, but now it's the Waldorf Astoria. So this used to be the old post office, and I guess it was the Trump Hotel. I didn't realize it was right here. Yeah, David, I had a busy day here. Thanks for we covered as much ground as we could here in Washington D.C. We got over to Georgetown. I would have liked to spend more time in Georgetown, but I wanted to make sure we got back this way before I got too tired. I would have had to take the metro otherwise, or take an Uber or something. Fogo de Chao, 1898. So Pennsylvania 11th, we're getting closer to the Capitol here. Yeah, let's cross over here. Let's get in the shade. I'm tired of being in the sun. My lips are getting chapped here. Oh, we got 8 seconds. I better get across. Yeah, I see that bike lane. Yeah, see, that's the bike lane you're talking about. So we'll try to get into that later on here, so we can get to Capitol Dome once we get down to 7th. So there's the ugly building. That's the FBI building. Dan was tuning in. Our friend Danny, spontaneously speaking, he was on TikTok. I doubt he's watching here on YouTube, but if you are, he goes, go to the CIA and FBI building. There's the FBI building, I think. Look at these buildings, that's nice. Amtrak, that's where we're going. See, we want to go towards the Amtrak. Hey, you cleaned up the kitchen, made pasta. That's good. You got a lot done there, Michael. That's great. Well, hey, thanks for, yeah, we kept you company here in the stream. Thanks for having us on in the background, and thanks for chiming in and supporting good content. All the Michaels here, D. Michael and the other Michael. It's like Daryl and my other brother Daryl. We got Daryl tuning in from Blue Island. So, hey, we need some more Daryls here. We got Michaels, and we got Chris's, and we got Nias and Nias, and look at this ugly building. I see what you mean. This is the FBI headquarters. This is the FBI headquarters right here. I do remember this building. We went here when I was in high school, and there was a guy yelling, "You ruined my life!" He was just screaming. He was just, everybody was just ignoring him, and the poor guy, the FBI probably did ruin his life, but maybe he deserved it. I don't know. We all got somebody to blame. There's the Justice, what is that? I don't know what that is. We're 10th Street here, Pennsylvania. Waiting to cross here. There's a walk around the block. Yeah, you get away from it. Yeah, I don't want to. I ain't gonna walk around the block here. I'm heading towards the train station here. Look how it overhangs there. It's got the overhang there. There's a dome that way. Look at that. 10th in Pennsylvania here. Look at all these planters. Yeah, Taco, how you doing there? Starting another 1,000-piece puzzle. Some of those puzzles are hard. That looks like a federal building. Make no little plans. It's about the L'Enfant plan there, yeah. I guess, or something else. Nice wide sidewalks. Look at these trees. The trees are nice. Nice tree-covered sidewalks here with the benches. Washington, D.C., Pennsylvania Avenue there. Department of Justice. Department of Justice. Department of Justice. Thank you. Thanks for the info here. See, there's a lot of important stuff. Department of Justice is right across from the FBI. Of course. Yeah, it looks like we're not getting in this building. That's okay. I want to stay out of this building. How much justice can money buy? Yeah, Department of Justice. The place of justice is hallowed, is a hallowed place. Okay. Okay. There it is, Department of Justice. So we're just moseying down Pennsylvania Avenue. What time we got? 4:40. We're doing good. I'll be able to charge up my peripherals. Yeah, I'll probably get to the train station, start plugging up, charging, find a place to charge up my phones, and I'll start cutting out the footage from this morning. I want to cut out that Exorcist steps. I think people would enjoy that, especially since it's Halloween season. And then we saw a lot of interesting buildings there and talked with some people there. We'll cut it out, make some clips. The good thing about this YouTube is you can watch the whole stream and fast forward and rewind, and sometimes I wish TikTok would do that because it takes me a long time working on cutting and whittling down the footage, but it's good. It makes it smaller clips, more bite-sized pieces. We all need our art spoon-fed to us, little chunks, bite-sized pieces. Pennsylvania night, so we're getting close. So maybe I'll try to walk in the bike path here so we get some nice views of Pennsylvania Avenue. Looking there's the Capitol. Since we're leaving this ugly building. And again, by the time I get to Union Station, I'm going to have to take a pit stop. And you know, you stream for 2.5 hours, you got to take a break. Probably take us a half an hour to get there. There, we got the walk. Last car, the Range Rover. Look how large the Department of Justice is. This giant block here of buildings. And I'm sure there's courtyards on the inside. Look at that gold dome over there. Got these semicircular plazas and cutouts. Yeah, this person's been riding this bike all around. We saw them over earlier. They were over by the mall. I'm not doing this to promote one candidate over the other. I just showing some guys riding a bike around with the political statement on it. There's memory of Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Pennsylvania Avenue here. There's a restaurant, thanks. Yeah, I noticed that because I noticed there was just a few plugs and people were there was just plugs sticking out on the wall there and there was like nobody sitting there. I was like, whose phones are those? So yeah, I'll try to find a restaurant with a outlet there. Archives of the United States of America, there it is. Thanks so much, Adulting. You've been such a great resource here for us. There's the metro station. There's a metro station. See those escalators where these people are going down? Yeah, there's the United States Navy Memorial right there. And look at that nice juxtaposition there. And you got the Archive Station, Navy Memorial, Penn Station Center quarter, Penn Station quarter. This is the Research Center, Archives of the United States of America. Yeah, I see that people charging their phones. Yeah, I'm amazed that, you know, I've encountered people living underneath Wacker Drive in Michigan Avenue, even in the wintertime, like living in tents, and most of them have cell phones and they find a way to charge them, which is amazing. And good for them, you know. It's probably the most essential thing you can have is a point of contact there in the internet. I don't know how they get their bill though. I guess it all comes through the phone. People can use their Venture card to put money on it, like a debit card. Thank you. That's an interesting building there. The insurance company there with the dome. There's a plaza over there. Look at this beautiful building with the twin turrets there. It's got hats on them. The nice classical art or Italianate architecture, kind of different styles there. So this is probably where I can get out in the bike lane. So where are we at here? We're 7th Street. This is where you said to start here, and that's where she's doing. She's taking a picture there. There's looking the other way. And if we look this way, yeah, there we go. Look at that amazing view. So here, hopefully the bikes will tolerate me and not run me over here and yell at me when I'm walking. There it is. Look at that amazing view. Oh, I'm losing it. I'm losing it. There we go. My gimbal. See if my gimbal will cooperate here. So let me switch hands here. Hey, look at that. You were right on there. Thanks. I can't get the screen up there. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. That's what we want. Good. So there it is. Thanks, Adulting. Yeah, thanks for the good advice here. We're right in the bike lane here. And the amazing view you get. The U.S. Capitol dome there. Look at that iron dome there. No bikes coming. Okay, good. So we're doing good. There's the classic view to the U.S. Capitol there. Yeah, it's a beautiful view here. Thanks. Look at the sun. Yeah, we're getting a nice sun hitting it there. Yeah. There's no bikes behind me, so I think I'm okay. So yeah, whoever gets inaugurated, they usually walk up Pennsylvania Avenue. Jimmy Carter started that tradition, and other presidents have done it. Some have just rode in cars, but usually they take the trip from the inaugural speech there at the Capitol and march to the White House symbolically. Transfer of power, peaceful transfer of power. Hopefully it'll continue. And there, Loudoun County Transit, that's what that bus is. Or Loudoun County, how do you pronounce that? Loudoun County, Virginia. There, Loudoun County Transit, there it is. Loudoun County, Loudoun. Yeah, hopefully, fingers crossed. No bikes behind me, so we're good. We'll keep on cruising this way. So it's hard this way. Now I'm kind of stuck in the middle of the road here, so we'll wait to cross here. So I'm gonna risk it here. I'm gonna walk straight across the middle of the intersection here. And here comes the bike. Yeah, so good. Get out of the way of the bike here. There's no bikes behind me, so I think I can walk on that little side thing and the bike can get by me there. So there we go. There's the Capitol. Thanks for bearing with me while I ran across the intersection there. You got some nice view of the Capitol there. Thanks for tuning in. Pennsylvania Avenue. We're doing our own little walk down Pennsylvania Avenue. Look at this fountain here. There's a beautiful fountain right over here. Look at that. So I don't want to change my zoom here. I know I'm making people sick by panning around here, but we'll keep the focus there. Look at the beautiful sunlight. That Capitol dome there. I was looking behind me there. Make sure I'm not going to get clotheslined by behind here. Loudoun County. Good, thank you. Thanks for the help with the pronunciation. You know me, I'm notoriously bad with pronouncing stuff. For some reason I want to pronounce it the wrong way, naturally. And I don't hear anybody say it. Thanks for all the help there. So what do we got here? Can I cross? No, we're stuck again. We're stuck in the middle. We're stuck in the middle with you. So here, we'll cross across here because there's no way to make a left. And we'll stay in the middle here with the bike lanes. Look at that great view to the U.S. Capitol Dome here. And it's amazing they got the bike lane in the center of the street. I haven't seen that many other places. They got the bike lane right in the center. Pennsylvania Avenue here in Washington, D.C. Howdy do there, National Gallery of Art. Yeah, the National Gallery of Art is to the right here. There it is, see National Gallery of Art. Part of it, there's two buildings. There's actually an older building. What's this? Is that media center? Is that what that is? Yeah, I'm gonna get off this. Yeah, because I'm lucky I made it this far without being yelled at for being in the bike lane just walking here. So we'll wait in the middle here. And yeah, we'll cross the street here. So what'd you say here? Let's see. I cross over to the left sidewalk. Yeah, that's a good idea here. Thanks for the good advice. You've helped me out so much here. Pennsylvania Avenue, we made it this far. What a good day here. We tootled around Washington, D.C. I feel worn out, which is a good day. We'll sleep well on the train there on my way back. Pennsylvania Avenue Development Corporation, John Marshall Park. Embassy of Canada. Wow. Oh, that's the Embassy of Canada. Oh, okay, good. That's amazing. Or is it this? I'll see if I see the sign here. Fourth in Pennsylvania. Yeah, that's the National Archive. Look, they got a blue chicken up there. So again, you could spend a week or a month in Washington, D.C. and probably not run out of stuff to see. All the 3 Smithsonians, the zoo, the cathedral, all the government buildings you can tour, other historic things, parks, neighborhoods. Here's the courthouse, E. Bartlett Prettyman United States Courthouse. Look at this statue here. The building behind you is the embassy. Okay, it's back there. Okay, good. Thank you. That was a nice looking building, yeah. So yeah, the Capitol's there. Yeah, look at this. She's taking a picture of this statue here. Hey, we got 30 seconds here, so we'll cross. Yeah, the media center is the Canadian Embassy. Good, thank you. Thanks for the good information there. Now, I figure out eventually, sometimes I'm slow. And perils of live streaming or Legion, we talk about it all the time. Am I zoomed out all the way? Hold on a second here. There we are. Yeah, almost zoomed out all the way. Good. Hey, thanks for... What a great tour of Washington, D.C. We saw a lot today. There's still so many things we didn't see. We just saw a small portion of the city, but we hit a lot of the high points. Look at these birds here. Somebody must be feeding the birds there. They eating the stuff out from the trees there. Hey, he's waxing up the aviator. Well, the good thing is that there's electrical outlets on the train. At least there was in my sleeping car. I don't know if it'll be on my seat there. There should be. Let me see. Let's get across the street here. Got 12 seconds here. Yeah, I didn't even go close to the botanical gardens. There's the botanical gardens over there. There's like a greenhouse type building. So much more to see. What time we got here? Almost 5 o'clock. Is about the time I usually, well, it's only 4 o'clock Central Time, so maybe I'll have enough time to charge up my peripherals. And here, let's head up to the Capitol. Let's go up and see how close we can get to the Capitol here, since we came all this way. And they got the nice western sun hitting it there. Yeah, we got plugs on the train. That's good. Yeah, I'll be able to charge up and be able to cut out some videos. I'll work on cutting out reruns there, posting it. You'll see it hopefully in your For You page, or if you check out my page. If you don't see them, you can always go to my page, check out the reruns there in reverse chronological order there. Appreciate people. But the good thing about YouTube, you just go to the live tab. You can watch this full 2.5 hour live stream, fast forward, skip past the boring parts, and check out some of my other videos from... So they drained this morning. It looks like they refilled it. So let's go over to the reflecting pond, because it looks like there's a little bit of water back in it. It's really shallow. Maybe we'll get to see the Capitol though reflected in the reflecting pool here. Yeah, let's go over there and check it out. It might be a good way to round this out. There's the Capitol, Washington, D.C. What a great day. Thanks for being a part of it here. I really enjoyed this. I just like, I would do this anyway. Like, people, you could ask friends of mine. They used to live in San Francisco, and I would fly in and visit them, and I would just pick a day, the whole day. One day I walked from, San Francisco Peninsula is like 7 miles wide, 7 miles long. I walked from Market Street all the way to the Pacific Ocean and walked back through the Golden Gate Park. They were having a folk festival. Walked through the Haight-Ashbury, ended up back by the City Hall there in San Francisco, and that was like a 14-mile walk, and they were just amazed that I did that in one day. And that was when I was younger, but I would do that long before the age of live streaming, and now I get to live stream it. If I do that again, they had this drained this morning. This morning, if you watch YouTube, this was drained. No, TikTok, and now they have it filled back with water. And there's a little, you see how shallow it is, but here we got the nice reflecting pool from the U.S. Capitol. There's some of the Smithsonian starts there. There's Botanical Gardens, the Museum to the American Indians over there. We saw that earlier this morning. And yeah, let's go to the reflecting pool. Let's get the reflection of the Capitol Dome landscape here on YouTube. Thanks for staying on, everybody. Yeah, running against the wind. You got to keep on trucking here, never stop. We got to, we'll keep Sarah's memory alive here. Life's too short. We got to enjoy every single day, make every single day like it's your last. That's what we did today. We saw as much as we could have seen today by walking. And look at the reflection of the Capitol Dome. They got the water filled here. That we'll get the nice reflection of the Capitol Dome here in the reflecting pool. Look how nice that looks there. Thanks for tuning in here, Washington, D.C. Yeah, thank you. Thanks, Anna Marie. Thanks, Shauna Dalding. American, yeah, Air and Space Museum. They were working on the Air and Space Museum. There's the, yeah, see that crane over there? There's the Washington Monument. Here it is. So we're almost in the center. They're in the center here. So let me, hold on. Let me frame the, let's see if we can frame it just a little bit better here. Yeah, there's the Capitol reflected in the reflecting pool a little bit. Let's get right in the center here. So yeah, they're taking a photo here. Oh, here's the center. This is the center where they're sitting. Where they're sitting right there. There's the center. There's the U.S. Capitol Dome, the reflecting pool. Beautiful blue skies there. Yeah, northwest to southeast. You got it. Yeah, look at all these people here. And again, this reflecting pool was a mud slick this morning. They drained it. I guess they filled it back with water. But here it is. Sunsetting the Washington Monument. Okay, well let's head over to the train station. I'm walking over there anyway, so we might as well keep going here. I just want to get this nice view. Yeah, Sarah's in our hearts forever. She lives on through all of us. You know, I had to deal with the same thing when my mother passed way too soon. My mother was only, can you believe my mother was only 55 years old when she passed, and that was way too young. Sarah was only 60. But my mother lives on through me. Everything my mother taught me, the memories, she lives on through me. Same with Sarah. We all touch each other's lives. And, you know, we'll keep this thing going. I mean, I talked to Darren Monroe. I talked to Anita. Sarah told them ideas she had for my page. And here she is even trying to help me out from the great beyond. You know, my mother's words of wisdom comes to me just like the Beatles song, you know. It's just like, you know, it just, it's almost like the Force, you know, the ghost of Yoda there, you know, giving me guidance. Yeah. Hey, Taco. That's a fun trip. Thanks everybody here. And we'll keep on going here. We'll keep on trekking. We'll head over to the, we'll end this thing where we started, Penn Station there. And I'll show you how close it is to the Capitol here. What a great way to arrive in a city through a train. You arrive in the center instead of the periphery. Of course, you can fly into Dulles. Reagan's a lot closer. You can take the subway and get across the under the Potomac there pretty easily. But at least the Dulles is now connected via transit finally. It takes you a while, but at least it's connected via transit, which is a great option. So DC's finally connected both of their airports via transit to the center city here. So DC does have good transit. They got some trolley lines as well. And here, let's head right through this parking lot towards the Capitol Dome here. We'll head up to the statue. From National, you get the best view. Yeah, National. Yeah, National Airport. Is that Reagan National? Yeah. I think you call it National. Okay. Yeah, there's some really good views of the city there. You can take the MARC and the Amtrak, the BWI. Yeah, the Baltimore. Yeah, there's ways to get to Baltimore by transit. And yeah, you know, Baltimore is only what, less than an hour away, both by transit and drive. Well, there's been only traffic, but it's funny how they say Dallas, Fort Worth, and Baltimore, Washington, D.C. are almost merging into one city. It's been that way for a long time. Like St. Paul, Minneapolis, Twin Cities, they're closer even. Can you believe Arlington, Texas, where the stadiums are, it's the largest city in the United States without a bus system. There's no bus transit. in Arlington, Texas, even though it's like 100,000 people. Because I remember when my sister lived in Euless, Texas, I was like, let's take the dart, or what did they call it? And she's like, no, I don't want to be seen on it. She was like afraid what the neighbors would think, if she was lower class, if she was taking transit. Like, you can't think of it that way. You can go to Europe, New York. Wealthy people take transit as well, including District of Columbia and Chicago. Sometimes it's the best way to get around in major urban areas. But, you know, Dallas and Houston are such automobile-oriented cities, as is Chicago. You get outside of the city, it's suburbs are hugely automobile dependent in Chicago. But there's that monument here. Here's the Capitol Dome. Washington, D.C. See, we mixed it up. We finally got out of Chicago. Look at all these people biking. Now, we've seen a lot of people biking today. District of Columbia is a pretty bike-friendly city. A lot of bike paths, and it's flat. A few hills, like Capitol Hill, but very gradual. Yeah, these lights are amazing. I would like to see these at night. Look at these lights around the Capitol here. Hey, they're playing on the lawn there. They're playing on the lawn of the Capitol. Yeah. Your friend, you do steps? That's great. Haven't driven a car in 14 years. Hey, you're in good company. I don't have a car. I do drive a car when I have to rent one for work or something, but other than that, I can live without a car. Look at these little details they got here on the side. And there it is. There's the Capitol Dome. Look how nice it looks. See, we started here. We went over to the Supreme Court, Library of Congress. We didn't go inside because they weren't open yet. We did. It was really early in the morning. But, here, let's head over the lawn here. So, hey, thanks for checking out the fair capital of the United States of America, District of Columbia. We'll head over to the train station here. Locals use the Capitol lawn as a sledding hill. That's great. So my train leaves just after 7 there, Mary Therese. So I got 5:05, so I got enough time to get dinner. I want to try to charge up my battery a little bit before I get on the train. I don't know if I'll come back on TikTok tonight. I don't know if it'll be worth it. If I do, it'll just be to stream some of the train station. I'm going to try to work on some clips and then post some clips and then maybe live stream because it'll push them out. And but I need to take a pit stop at the restroom. I've been live streaming for almost 3 hours straight here. And yeah, there's the Capitol. Look at that. Let's head over to the train station here. See if we can make it. America's front lawn. Yeah, see, we all share it, the National Park Service. I think of it that way. National parks, the National Mall, it collectively belongs to all of us. It's communal land. You saw how the Native Americans were encamped on it. I thought that was awesome. I know other people don't like that. It's fine with me. You know, as long as it's temporary, maybe they get a permit or something. I don't know if the park district wants them there, but it's the great communal grounds here that we all share. The commons, the theft of the commons. Corporations want to take everything and monetize it, capitalize on it, put up walls, fences, velvet ropes, tolls, fees, taxes. You know, remember Native Americans in the Great West, they would run into a cattle fence. It would drive them nuts. They said this was free and open rangeland. They would drive the cattle across Oklahoma. Then they started put up barbed wire and getting lawyers involved. I think I need to head this way. Yeah, we'll head up. See if we get the light here. New Jersey. What did Delaware and New Jersey? Good. You don't need a protest permit unless you have 50 or more people. Well, hey, I'm going to start a protest. Protest the one. There, we're following these guys. We're heading across here. Look at this wide street. So this is Pennsylvania Avenue, I think. Yeah. No, it's something else. Maybe this is Pennsylvania Avenue here. Constitution Avenue. New Jersey and Constitution. That was Constitution Avenue. Okay, good. So that's what we're looking at here. So here's the Capitol grounds. Reflecting pool. Union Station. That's where we're going. We're here. So we should head up to Delaware. We should cross here and head up to Delaware. And we'll go to the Union Station here. Okay, great. What a Delaware, New Jersey. Ah, you get that? What a Mississippi, a Minnesota. Ah, what a Tennessee, the same thing Arkansas. Oh, those are horrible jokes. Here, let's head across this lawn here. Take the shortcut. There's the Capitol. Yeah, I'm going to Union Station. Yeah, we're at the mall there, Pink Panther. So if you missed this, you know, the good thing about YouTube is you go to live tab on my page there, you can watch the beginning. We started this live, this one on YouTube this afternoon. We started at the Lincoln Memorial. There was a band there, or a brass band, and we saw the Lincoln Memorial. We saw the Korean War Memorial. We saw the Martin Luther King Jr. statue. We saw the tidal pool. We saw the FDR Memorial, Franklin Delano Roosevelt with Eleanor. We saw the Jefferson Memorial. We saw probably the vice presidential helicopters fly over the tidal pool. We walked by the Washington Monument. We walked by the White House, but you couldn't really see it because they got it all set up, blocked off for the inaugural already. And then we walked down Pennsylvania Avenue, got some nice views to the Capitol, and now I'm heading back to Union Station. Now this morning on TikTok, we went to Georgetown, and we saw all this stuff. I saw, except for the Jefferson Memorial, we saw some other Smithsonian stuff, and we saw the Library of Congress, the outside, and the Supreme Court building. But that Georgetown stuff was nice. I want to whittle that out, especially the Exorcist steps from the movie. And I'm going to hop on a train here. I'll be going back to Chicago tomorrow. And next time you see me, unless I go live from the train station on TikTok tonight before I get on the train, will be from, well, I might, if I have time at the airport, I might stream from the airport tomorrow. We'll see. But here, look at this nice fountain here, Washington, D.C. I wasn't paying attention to what I was filming there. There's the Capitol Dome, Washington, D.C. Look how nice that looks. Thanks for being a part of it here. Yeah, we'll head over to the train station. I think I got to go this way. I'm starting to get hungry, so I'm going to have a nice groovy dinner and charge up my peripherals here, use the facilities. We've had a nice long live stream. What a great day here. Thanks for being a part of it. I think it worked out pretty good. As long as I make this train and make it back to my hotel tonight, we'll be in the clear there. Yeah, thanks for the well wishes there. Thanks everybody for watching the reruns there, and there'll be more coming. Appreciate you guys being a great YouTube audience here and following me on YouTube and also on TikTok. Thanks for the support. And follow all the other live streamers like Jay and You Should Eat from Chicago, and Nia. Nia's the one with the baby that watches us here, and Keys, Impact, this Gemini, all the great Chicago live streamers, and even Chris Presents. He's got a lot of stuff on YouTube. Chicago Sean 35th. from Bridgeport, and we got other live streamers from New York and all across the nation there. For your field trip, you got it. You can check out the YouTube video there. Hold on a second, let me pan out all the way. I'm not panned out of the way. Yeah, fantastic today. Thanks Krista, I appreciate all you guys. And thanks again for everybody, the kind words for Sarah. I feel so bad. You know, I always feared this day would come, and you know, just like the Flaming Lips song, you know, everybody we know someday will die. Just let them know when they're alive how much we appreciate them and remember them, and they still live in the hearts and minds. They were all connected, and that's why history is important. Just the ghost of our ancestors still built these buildings that still exist, and that's what all these buildings are. We can never take our fragile constitutional republic for granted. There's always threats from domestic and foreign, always trying to bring things down, and even commercial interests try to sell out or buy off Congress to the highest bidder. Yeah, let's see, Sweet Home Chicago. Thanks Pink Panther, Sean and Krista, Jeff, everybody else. Thanks especially to people from Washington D.C. with all the good info. Help me out here. Adulting Sucks and everybody else there from DC. You have been a great help. And Michael, other people doing research, giving me details. And my great moderators, Sean and Mary Therese, and the rest. Chris was on TikTok earlier, Jessica, and sure I'm leaving people out. I don't know if Diana and Anita's been around today. I know they're busy with their own stuff, which is fine. Yeah, we'll cross the street here. We'll head right up to Union Station here in Washington, D.C. here. I'm going to get the light here. Doesn't matter which way. Okay, yeah, we'll just cross here. The light's about to change here. Hey, we got 15 seconds here. So hey, let's head over to the train station here. I'll take you inside. It's such a beautiful entry to a train station. This will take you to New York, down to Florida. Capital Corridor will take you to Chicago. I think it goes through Pittsburgh and Cleveland, and it heads over. And there's another way you can go through West Virginia on the Cardinal, but that only runs 3 days a week. But that's a scenic route. You go down through the New River Gorge there in West Virginia. It's just beautiful. Nice train ride. You go under the New River Gorge Bridge and stuff like that. Yeah, it's just through the park there. Nah, we're almost there. There's the see, isn't this nice? You can just take the train station, arrive almost at the nation's capital here. I walked to Georgetown from here and back, so it's possible. It just takes you half a day to get over there. I'll tell you what, there's a lot of beautiful people in DC area, a lot of beautiful people in Georgetown. There's that college there, a lot of young people. It's nice to see this. A lot of people on the streets here, tourists. And there it is. There's the, look at this Beaux-Arts neoclassical train station, Union Station here in Washington, D.C. What a great way to enter a city. And again, like I said, instead of arriving at the edge, you arrive in the center. It's one great thing about train stations. Here in Delaware and this circle here. Yeah, thanks May for watching, and Adulting Sucks. Yeah, we could have did it without you. Oh, I bet the New River is great in fall. Yeah, you go through the Appalachians there in fall, through that river valley, New River Gorge. New River is a really old river. It flows north, which is different than the other rivers, and that's why. And they do have a lot of whitewater rafting and other stuff there. So we're just waiting to cross here. Looks nice in the sun there. Columbus Circle. Thank you, Columbus Circle. Thanks for the information. Yeah, Massachusetts. Look at the flags here. Yeah, we were looking at this statue this morning. It has the, I guess that's Columbus there. Hey, look at all these people heading to the train station. Yeah, that's where we're going. Made it back. My feet are pretty... My dogs will be barking tonight here. We've walked dozens of miles. Or a dozen miles at least. That's what I meant to say. At least 12 miles today, if not more. Hey, thanks Taco. Thanks John James, and yeah, Valletta. Yeah, thanks for being on here. I told you Thursday would be the day. You know, not everybody was available to watch in the middle of the day here, but it worked for me. Hey, they're climbing on the statue there. That's great. There's a fountain around here, playing around. All these people are heading around this way. We'll head right through the center here. What time we got? 5:19. So I got plenty of time to make my train, get dinner. We might come on in a little bit. Let me try to recharge my batteries here. If I come back on again, it'll be on TikTok, and if not, we'll see you tomorrow. So I think you understand. Sometimes I have intentions coming back on, then I get too tired. But look at this amazing Beaux-Arts entrance. Union Station here. Look at all the people dropping off here. It's like an airport drop off. There, we'll try to make it across here. Here we go. We're going. We're trying to.
Oh, yeah, black truck in the front. Over.
He's trying to direct traffic there. Here's the Old Town Trolley. Yeah. So here we'll head right in here. We'll show you this amazing grand entrance to the Union Station here, Amtrak and Acela, and there's other trains that connect here. Perfect timing here. Thank you so much. Thank you, appreciate it. Look at this amazing entry. Rivals New York Grand Central Terminal here, the rotunda here. Look at this amazing archway. Nice light coming through the top there. Statues. They got music going on over here. Isn't that nice? Yeah, what a nice train station for our national capital here. Look at all the trains. Look at all the arrivals and departures. A lot of trains come in and out of here. My train's not even on there yet because it doesn't leave until after 7. So we're 5:21 in the PM. We got plenty of time. There's where we came in there. Yeah, and we were looking at this. This is an interesting area. There's like a mall area here. This is probably where I'll try to charge my phone and use the plugs in the food court and stuff here. There's like a food court area, like a mall area. And then you get to trains by going this way. Look at all the food court down there. And then they got this big long area here. Have a great night, Krista, Taco, Anna Marie, Angel. See you all later. Thanks everybody. Have a great evening. And yeah, I'm about to sign off here. It's been a long day. We'll see the reruns there. There's people waiting for the trains there. Good. So we'll see you till the next time. We'll see you tomorrow or this weekend. Thanks everybody for tuning in. It's been a great live. And if I missed you there, thanks for the gifts, likes, and follows. And we'll see you, John James, Taco. Thanks again. Special thanks to Adulting Sucks. Thanks for all your help and everybody else. Have a nice trip. Yeah, I will. And we'll talk to you later. And yeah, look into live streaming. We'll support you if you're going to do some live streaming in DC. Thanks, everybody. We'll talk to you later. So have a great day. Signing off. We'll talk to you later. Thanks a lot. See you, Selena. Thank you. Talk to you later. See you, Adulting Sex. Dolores. We'll talk to you later.